A man stands in the middle of a wooden hut, his bushy beard caked with dirt and sweat. His shirtless torso reveals an incredibly toned physique. Across from him is a table filled with alchemical ingredients. His arms flex as he delicately mixes them together in a wooden bowl. After a short time, he takes a whiff of the mixture, followed by a taste. Frustration clouds his eyes as he throws the bowl to the floor. A dark-scaled river crocodile peeks its head into the doorway. Alerted by the sound, the man walks over to the crocodile, pats its head, and waves it back into the water. A deep sigh follows as he steels himself and collects the ingredients that are now strewn about his home. Another moon phase wasted, he mutters to himself, before shooting a look at the clouded sky. The man talks to himself often, a habit he's picked up after 7 years out in the Ikoi rainforest alone. Somewhere to the northwest of his hut, our party awakens after a restless night spent fending off woodsmen, sentinels, and strange hooded figures. Ikon has asked them to search out an old friend named Bando en route to helping to defend the locomotes against the river bandits. They have recovered from the nighttime ambush as best they can, now setting to investigate what is left of their camp turned battlefield. We cut to Renestier looking into the woodsman sentinel corpse.
Is there anything strange about the sentinel? I'm just going to look it over and see if there's anything.
Roll a nature check.
My strength. 16.
I mean, it was clearly... You don't find anything akin to what the woodsmen have, that like stone, almost like heart type thing. Smooth, round stone. Don't find anything like that, which is definitely of note to you, because it would seem that this is less something that has been like reanimated, so to speak. If you don't remember, the woodsmen function off of having like a soul that isn't theirs put in, and that what's powers them. These sentinels seem to be like either more powerfully created or like not made. They're just like creatures that occur, so to speak. That, or they are higher level of creation if someone were to make them. But the woodsmen definitely made by something or magic in some way. Sentinels could not be, could be, whatever.
Eamon is going to try to contact or just send a message out to Seinu or Imelje, meditate with his staff, and just see if he can. He doesn't have to, he's not trying to converse, not trying to get a response, just trying to send a message out there.
We should make a nature check.
That'll be like 12.
Yeah, I mean, you meditate for sure, but don't feel as if anything.
I would just try to let them know that, like, this guy was bothering them, and now he has my blood.
Yeah.
And he's clearly the one making all those paper things that get past their defenses.
I would just search the perimeter and then make sure the path ahead was, like, good for a little bit.
Okay.
Did the magic he used look similar to what Seinu did with portals? Or was it something that looked visually kind of different?
Roll a...
Don't say Arcana.
Well, one was...
Religion or Arcana.
One was inside a tree.
One was by a good guy. One was by a bad guy.
Exactly. So there's no comparison.
Wait, were you conscious during that when he went through the portal?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. He'd gotten it by then.
Oh.
Yeah, he had.
Oh, yeah.
I had sat up to see
Both of you were up. By then.
Gotcha.
Only the lizards were
I mean, I was a little blurry-eyed, but...
Yeah.
16.
It's definitely different. It's bow teleportation. But what Seinu did, it does not appear that what this hooded man did could cover the same distance. Specifically because what Seinu does takes more time to prepare. His was just like blink and it's gone. Snap his fingers, there's the portal, and he leaves. Seinu was take a couple minutes, and then obviously you covered like a month of travel in a second.
Okay.
So both teleportation, but very different
pretty
levels.
different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I try to find the metal plate that like fell from his head?
Mm-hmm.
And then have I ever heard of any or seen anything that's like biomechanical humanoid?
Yeah. Why don't you make a crafting check? And you could also make an Arcana, but obviously you're not.
26.
Oh yeah. I mean, everything about him strikes you as an android, which are basically on the surface look like some other race of humanoid, but they are constructs essentially. Other than that, you wouldn't know a lot about how they function other than that they are a construct. Most of them don't openly say that they're androids because of, stigma around it. Not to the same level, but kind of akin to a kitsune, where, like, because they are a distinctly different form of life that could be put them on the radar of things that could be bad.
Well, this guy is definitely helping their name.
Yeah, so... But you are aware of the name android, and that you feel confident in saying that man was an android. It also explains why, presumably, what happened far in the past with Naren's sister dying, he looks the exact same.
What level is my curse currently? It was at 2.
None, because you
None?
rested.
Okay, I didn't know. Isn't there one that isn't affected by a long rest?
If you refocus,
okay,
it'll bring it down to the minor level.
Okay.
But if you long rest, it always is reset.
Okay, cool. I would like to read the aura on the dagger that he dropped.
Okay.
So just go in the sand and just like pick it up and just sort of hover my hand over it.
There's no magic on it.
Okay. Can I try it with the plate on his that fell from his head?
Yes. No magic on it.
Okay.
But you do pick up the plate.
I just want to look over to Renisteer as we're sort of doing this, or just everybody, I guess, and say, well, I mean, do you think we just continue on to the locomotes? And
I would say yes, considering if we don't, the guards will be left short-handed.
I don't know if all of you saw it, but he has my blood. His dagger had before he came over, it had a little vial that filled with my blood that he kept
Can
on
I
him.
try to make like a necromancy lore or something like that to figure out?
I imagine it's the
what he
same
might
guy
use
that
for
met with the
Anyone
toad
else can make
people.
occultism.
You know what? Fuck it. 15.
12.
15 as well.
I have a -2, so
Got a -1.
love it.
I feel so bad that I'm not rolling for these, so I'm sticking to my guns.
Yeah.
Well, can I do join pass to try to use lore with?
It would
Minister?
mean one of you isn't rolling the check.
I got
themselves.
a 12. I mean, I'm okay with not rolling.
Okay.
I'm not doing it because I rolled bad. I'm doing it because I forgot that's a thing I can do.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not on
Yeah,
my
so
main
you
page.
aid him.
I can join him, me, and one other person.
So
I'll join.
Reggie.
Probably right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
so you get
You can
plus
use
2
any
in
lore you
addition,
want.
So you hit 17.
Word.
We both did 17.
Yeah.
I
Well,
know
you guys-
this.
well,
Don't
you-
we get
you
to
both
roll any
passed
lore
either
we
way.
want? Or-
Yeah, but you would have passed either way.
Okay.
With your roll, and it would only get higher.
Okay.
And I assume the difference between this knowledge check and a lore check is not 10.
Okay.
So it wouldn't like crit succeed. 17. I mean, blood is a powerful. It's like in many things, necromancy included. It's for most living creatures what is most often used as their like life force. It's there's a reason they call it lifeblood, so to speak. In terms of like what he could do with that blood, anything. There's not a lot he could do to directly affect Aemon because the amount he took is not a lot. He would need a good amount more than what he took to be able to like curse Aemon from far away or something, right? So it leads you to believe that he wants Aemon's blood for a reason other than specifically fucking over Aemon, like in the moment.
Do you know?
And also, he's a charisma-based caster,
Sure.
so his magic comes from him.
Right, I was literally going to
There's-
ask him
there's
about that.
magical, like you are aware of that his magic is innate and it comes from his like existence. So having his blood, that might be something that someone wants to do a lot of things with.
I'm not as familiar with your kind of magic, but to my knowledge, you are quite rare, even amongst rare.
If my research is correct, yes. Yeah.
That does not bode well.
That's why I don't. I mean, I guess we can't really follow him or track him. He'd
It
walk
would be
through a
hard to
portal.
find him in a marsh where he had left no tracks.
So,
Granted, he can't have... It wouldn't be the same reason that he got the blood from the elf, considering they were all linked, that they were blind to his existence.
do you think it was a coincidence that he happened to come when the woodsman did?
No.
Or
If he is somebody who can use such arts so skillfully, it is not without the realm of possibility to think that if not he made them, then whoever made him could possibly make them.
So the threat to Koi is very much still alive and well.
I don't know if it's just Koi, considering he has followed us everywhere that we've
Do you
gone.
think he brought them
They
here?
were attacking Koi weeks before we got there.
Do you think he brought them here, or do you think he just waited for them to
Just took
attack?
advantage of him. Yeah, that's what I was kind of asking. Is
He has
if
been
we happen to
following
get
us.
attacked by trees and then he made his move, or if he was in charge.
I don't know
it
how
won't change our
he's-
course of action much. But
It seems he has a lot of knowledge of.
In watching him do magic, you are confident that the spell he was casting, that big emanation, was a harm spell. You identify that. I just made a secret check for everybody.
Okay.
That is a spell that only divine casters have. So his magic is divine.
Do I know of any gods who this would seem in their realm?
Yes.
Do I know any robot
Well,
gods?
I'm sorry. You can roll for it.
Yes. Okay. Religion.
Could
I'm
I-
assuming.
I'm gonna
like
roll.
assist or anything.
I'm gonna roll
Yeah, for
religion
sure.
as well.
Are we
Well,
still
you-
linked?
No, you can do that again if you want to.
Are we
It's
still linked?
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Yeah.
So I magically just touch your forehead, touch Raiji's forehead, touch my own periodically.
You can use lore. So you two roll lore,
Do it.
Raiji and Eamon. You don't roll yet.
Do I know if the
Oh, okay.
androids have a specific god?
Mm-mm. There.
Wait, I'm rolling.
Yeah, lore check.
Oh,
16 for moi.
9.
Yeah, +1 circumstance bonus.
It's something. It's not nothing.
And I cast guidance.
15.
I mean, there's no specific god comes to mind because really any god that is conventionally considered evil could conceivably be like something about this, right?
Is divine magic also like demons and shit, or is that different?
Yeah. The other thing I was going to say is that it's not like worshiping a god is the only way to have divine magic.
Gotcha.
There are sorcerers that have divine magic because of demon blood or angel blood or stuff like that. So a god is not the only way to have divine magic. Oracles can
God
have
is the
divine
only way.
magic.
Could he have I'm piecing this together of something that I could fit together in my mind. Could he get that power from having the blood from something? Like stole it in the same way it stole from Eamon?
I mean, possibly, but it would take a very high level and a very large amount of it.
He's a vampire
Sure.
robot.
The worst kind.
It's kind of one of those things that, could it happen? Maybe, but there's
Can I make?
so many
Is there any
things.
correlation with specifically blood that I could draw that potentially his magic comes from? He's an android. I guess I don't really know if how they can cast spells really, but
Is there a god of blood?
Is there
roll
a
religion.
robot god?
Would you like to roll religion?
he said I think no.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I asked for the android one. It's
You did?
You said
11.
god of blood.
No, earlier I asked if the androids had a god.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but 11.
15. Got a better
Not that
roll.
you're aware of. There's no divine of androids or blood or anything. Also, from what you know, no chosen either.
Is there any way we can... I know we're a ways into our journey and we don't want to miss our destination.
I think we're a day into our journey.
Aren't we
You're 4 days.
We're 4
4
days
days.
into our journey.
Yeah.
So, but I feel like somebody should be notified about this. That there's someone, even if he is just following us, this could mean either a big attack on the elves or on Koi. I just wish there was some way we could let somebody know. And I'm not saying we should miss our rendezvous, but I feel like if I had to pick between some of our men having to retreat from the locomotives.
you're making an assumption with that they would be able to retreat, especially considering they've already locked into making a plan.
That's
They
true.
might proceed without us.
They made that plan before they knew we even committed.
They
And
were
before they even
very
knew we were going to be back this month.
they were very hopeful that we would come back in this time.
I understand, but they still made that plan before they even knew we were anywhere close by. We got back via portal. I'm not saying we shouldn't go. I'm just saying, is there a way? If there's a way we can do both, that's great. But
I don't think that's possible
What seems
considering
the
we were
greater threat?
given 1 day. And if that is the question, that is multiple unknowns, considering the only thing we know about this man is that thing is that he has your blood and that he's been following us in a way that seems to be one step ahead of us. Whether or not it be through coincidence or through direct following.
First person he attacked wasn't us. It was an elf. As far as
Right,
we know.
but it happened to be right as we showed up.
that's
But
that's
then
an
again,
unknown as
he's
well.
attacked the elf. It could be coincidence through just magic alone, but at the same time, we gave Econ our word to assist in this.
The guard also have ways to track the large movement of the tree men, so they
What
would
about
know ahead of time if something was
Portals and specific blood.
You say that? You do the math?
coming.
On your
We're still
fourth-
within 100 miles, aren't we? Or we're outside.
You about at the end of this day hit right past it. And that clicks with you and you're like,
This
seems...
this is the limit.
Yep,
Limit of
you're
what?
kind of just past. The compass works for 100 miles.
What compass?
To
the one he helped
the one
make
that
with
like
the elves.
finds the sentinels.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
Phosphor says that, and in the math in your head, you would be a little past that. You would have passed it the evening of the fourth day.
I mean, like I said, if doing nothing is the best way to go and just keep going with what we were planning, that's okay. But I feel like
I mean, I could go back if you want. I'm faster than you guys.
I feel like this being as capable. I'm not saying the lives. Like I said, if I had to pick, it's impossible to pick which one's worse, the plan failing or him doing whatever he can do to the other people. But
The issue is that we do not know his cause. If it were a direct thing of us knowing he is planning on attacking Koi, which in the grand scheme of things, the only thing that I could think of is either the Arcane Assembly or the... What is the stone called again? The stuff they use to the locomotes and
Sky
stuff.
shards.
Sky shards, that's right. Or sky shards, if I had to make any correlation between Koi and the Elven City. But
I will note, you guys have 3 Striders. That at least one of them, they're all as fast as Raiji on land.
they can't communicate.
we could put the
they
note
even
on.
know.
He can talk to them, and you could write something. Just throwing that out there.
That was going to be one of my plans.
You
but
don't
I was
need
thinking
to
about
do
that,
that,
yeah.
But
Well, I mean, also,
And they're not faster than me when I'm, or is
All
not
I'm
as fast
saying
as
is-
me when I'm.
I don't
Stancing.
know how appreciative Econ will be if we all come back missing the rendezvous to tell him of something that we don't really have much
I
substantial
never
evidence on.
suggested that. I
I'm
just
not
said if there's a
saying
way
that.
we could do both, such as sending a Strider or something, that might be.
Strider, I could agree with. I'm just saying, if one of us were to leave, that puts the rest of us at risk.
That's true. There's a lot of things in the
There's a lot
the
of
balance
unknowns.
here, and I mean, not that the bandits aren't a threat, especially with Sky Shard, I'm sure, but again, I don't have much experience with this. Their body count is 2.
well, they're also tying up other guards. So once the train that we're going to go help escort us back, to be more guard.
Also,
Yeah.
considering how brash the bandits have been, we don't know if they are not planning on attacking Koi either.
I mean, but that's the same game I'm playing, the unknown one.
Correct, but one of them is much more of known threat. The other is
One can be combated by basic weapons and just more guns and knives. The other cannot.
we don't know much about the capabilities of the bandits
We
overall
fought the best
or what
bandit
they.
and killed him.
about one of them.
We fought one of them, and we don't know if they're the best, and we also don't know what their plans are with the Sky Shards.
That's true. I'm not saying one's more important than the other. One just seems like guards could combat bandits better than guards could combat whatever we just did.
They have the entire Arcane Assembly as well in Koi.
I mean, they're researchers.
Sure, they have
by
magical
far- you-
capabilities.
You and I
They-
are by far
They
better
might.
spellcasters than 90% of the people in there.
There are no spellcasters in there.
There is literally not a single spell.
Yin, he is the closest thing, and
They're
she can
engineers.
move potted plants.
Yeah, I wouldn't throw them down the drain.
I'm not saying they're not useful. I'm just saying the Arcane Assembly was made for the thing of knowledge. I mean, they're not a combat-based.
I would be fine if
I'm
we,
also a rat of knowledge.
I know you're out of knowledge. They're not like you.
I would be fine
No
sending.
one is.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
I would be fine sending a Strider back, but there's no conceivable way we could do both at the same time if we planned on sending anyone back.
A note's fine by me. Just something.
I'm fine with that.
Not nothing.
Yes.
Which
that's
strider's going back?
I would round them up and I would just ask them.
I would say Basil's probably the best. 'Cause
Sure.
she's the toughest.
The hardiest.
But the quickest is Oz.
Well,
Quickest is.
Oz is the most likely also to just like.
I asked
Leave on the way
specifically which one's the quickest.
Oh yeah.
and then-
I'm getting names mixed. You're correct. You guys just did the meme where Zumo's fast so much that
Yeah.
it's starting to be real
No.
in my head.
Zumo's
I would
slow and
I would
quiet.
just gather around and say, there is a benefit to this and a risk. One of you can go home if you'd like. But it's to save your home where we came from. Hope maybe.
Ideally.
They look at each other.
I need one of you.
Oz says, "I'll go."
of course he did.
The other ones don't offer it.
I'll go.
Or do you plan to head back?
Yeah,
Okay. Can
It's
I just
a lot safer there. Yeah.
That's fair. Get a vibe.
Vibe.
Yeah, I mean, it was clear that he was going to bolt at some point, but I think the fear of God has been put in him, and he's like, yeah, I need to get behind the walls again.
Time to get
Yeah.
back to the
How
ranch.
scary it is. Phosphorus or someone, can you write a note? Maybe Eamon if you...
Sure.
More magic.
Don't
Well-
even mention me.
Did you
Well-
buy a pen in town?
I have a pen. I'm an engineer. Yeah. Stay in
One
your
of you,
lane.
it doesn't matter. If you
You're a
both want to
pensioner.
compare notes, it
Oh, it's
doesn't
fine.
matter. Somebody write a note, goddammit.
I just don't think phosphorus will describe the magic
Yeah.
phenomenon in a clear
No,
way.
if you do write the note, you can't
It'll
put
be
the
like
condescending magic.
he did something stupid and then left.
I write it like a student, where basically it's like an engineer would, where the only thing in there is like straight facts. Like, this is what happened. This is what appeared. This is everything that I know of.
Meanwhile, Raiji writes his own note, also like a
pictures,
student.
It's pictures of you punching a tree.
Yeah, also like a student, but it is a kindergarten student.
Okay.
We'll see
I
which
look it over. I like.
message gets across.
Oh, no, that's good. I like that. Thank you.
Not just of what happened, but also to like watch out.
Is there like saddlebags or something for this thing?
Yeah, they all got a lot of saddlebags.
They have pouches like kangaroo.
How do we get them to know that there is a note inside?
I mean, Oz.
They got to take
they're
off the saddle
beasts.
eventually.
They're beasts, right? But Oz, you can literally speak to him.
Right.
So he can just be like, I'll just
Tear it off.
Sure.
point their
Can you-
attention towards
I'm sure
Yes,
the
if you
stable
can
hand
grab
will
their
take out
attention.
look through the bags and stuff too.
Yeah.
Did you put on there maybe that it should go to the city guard? Yeah.
Pull it out and write to the city guard.
Love
Two
phosphorus.
guards.
Love phosphorus.
Big
I
heart.
confess.
Yeah. So Oz
This is my written confession.
parts ways, gives you all a deep bow, and then he turns back the way he came.
I don't mean to ask this of you, but you can run as fast as these lizards, can't you?
Yeah, I was running next to Basil pretty much the most part anyway.
I hate to say it, and I know this might be shocking to you. I'm
You
kind
wanna-
of a big boy.
Do you want to make Phosphorus walk so we can both...
Yes.
No.
I'll tie his hands to my lizard's tail. No.
Yeah, that's
We
fine.
need those hands for writing notes. You're right. If you don't mind running, yeah, it might be best if Phosphorus and Eamon ride on Basil and I take Zumo. Weight distribution wise, I guess, does my mass equal both of you or less?
No, we're not doing the specifics. Any of you can ride with phosphorus on any of them.
I think your mass does equal more.
Between the two of them, because they're
Than
the
both of
string
them.
bean boys.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess visually it would make the most sense if Phosphorus and Eamon rode on Basil and I rode on
Phosphorus
Zumo.
might just want to ride with me more.
That's true.
I mean, I really don't. You use magic.
Yeah, he has reason to
But I
not
have
ride
a
with
book.
either of us.
You
Okay,
both
how about
have
this?
to.
How about this?
He doesn't want
sits-
to ride with Renasteer,
But I have better
and that's
elixir.
all
How
that
about
matters.
how about he hides inside of Raiji's vest?
There's not a lot of vests to hide
It's
in.
pretty-
It's just
tight
you'll look
vest.
like a hunchback. That's all.
Yeah, even then, I'd have be a hunchback with a rat
I just
tail.
start-
That wasn't a
Packing up
genuine
camp.
request.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, I would pack up, set up on Zumo.
Yeah.
I can't class
I
the
would
ribcage.
I would just part with forgot his fucking name. Oz.
Oz.
I'd part with Oz. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I'm having a stroke here. A long battle. I would just part with Oz. I'm like, thank you for sticking with us. I appreciate it.
Welcome.
I'll give him a centipede.
Okay, eats it.
And I'd also fill enough food for him, and I'd just tell him, like, can I reposition the saddlebag that he can, like, reach back and eat it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
What would be easiest is if you like.
just can't reach it.
Do you want to make a crafting check, Phosphorus? If you want to help with this,
Yeah.
to like give it a hold where he can get to it.
Leatherworking check.
But it won't be weird.
24.
Yeah.
Left is
Just
food,
rework it.
right is note.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
Phosphorus
He-
tightens his cowboy boots, start working on the saddle.
Runs off. Yeah. Anything you guys talk about before you continue your journey? You
man.
are riding Basil now. Mm-hmm. Renisteer. Phosphorus, which one are you riding with?
With Eamon.
With Eamon?
I think Amy would honestly just like ride in silence for a bit if nothing else came up, just because it's.
I would
so
encourage
intense.
that.
If you don't remember, you guys have a 16-day time limit.
How many days have we knocked off, though? Due to
4.
4.
And based on what he said, not taking into account moving faster with the lizards, you have planned 15 full days of travel, and you have 16 days to get to where you need to be.
So do the lizards like actually knock off time, though?
They will knock off 2 days, basically, from that, which are going to happen right now. If you guys just want to go on with your fast travel to get to where Bando
I
is.
think
I would just
Raiji
keep
would
an eye
point
out.
out things interesting otherwise.
Do
like
you-
interesting animals or anything he sees?
Are
It's
you?
like, oh, that's cool.
I know we mentioned it briefly last time. Are you like hunting and stuff during this time?
Yeah, I'd be like foraging,
Supplying food and things.
and stuff. I mean, I feel like
I remember you saying you have like a feat that
yeah.
lets you, like,
correct me
supply
if I'm
food for
wrong, but I feel like the swamp would be less like the swampy area. I feel like there'd be more like mushrooms and kind of stuff
fish.
and fish.
Not a lot of like greenage to eat.
Is
You could find
Raiji a
some like
good
root
cook?
vegetables and mushrooms, like you say, but it would
That's a different story. I can find the food.
Uh-huh.
I know how to cook it to the point where it's not poison for me anymore.
Are there cooking items in
Is
this game?
crafting cooking?
Yeah, kind
Then
of.
I am a bomb damn good chef.
Yeah,
But no one trusts your
It
food.
would more
Exactly.
be the cooking lore, but yeah,
It's
All
more,
of it
it's
fall
more
under
like
crafting.
baking, because baking is a very scientific thing.
Oh, baking, huh?
Yeah. So as the remaining 6 days go by, I don't know. There were no like remaining days as the six
last
more
days
days
of our
of
life.
travel go by.
the apocalypse happens, and
Yeah,
that's
you-
the end of the session.
You find yourself now fully immersed in the basin, a stretch of land that is completely covered in several feet of water. Your progress is made much quicker, though, with the help of Basil and Zumo, who have swim speeds. Camping isn't easy, with only a handful of places that could be considered dry. Once again, Raiji proves his worth, as he somehow always finds a dry spot close to the time you need to set up camp. Around noon of your 10th day of travel, you notice movement some 80 feet ahead of you. Or do you? Why don't you
What was the
roll,
travel order again?
why don't you roll a d12, somebody? Just one person for the rain.
I'll do it. Okay.
I got an 8.
You got an 8?
Yes.
Well, that's just a rain.
Neither light nor
so
heavy, like me.
Everyone's taking a -1, except Renisteers, who's taking a -2. Again, Eamon takes nothing, and then anything further than 50 feet away is considered concealed. However, you can still see this. It's just if you were targeting it, it would be harder.
Is Raiji still wearing that rice hat though?
Mhm.
Is that
Yeah, that's
negate?
what I said. Everyone gets a -1. Renister gets a -2. You get nothing. Because it's normally a -2, but the 2 rice hat boys get -1.
Oh, I didn't know Phosphorus was
Thank
wearing a
you.
rice hat.
Yeah,
I like
he
that.
got it when you got it. He
Oh,
said it.
I just have never
Let's keep my book dry.
visualized it.
Looks more like a sombrero on him because it's so big.
It also looks like a sombrero.
It is a sombrero.
Oh, it's that kind of Western. He's wearing a poncho, big curly mustache.
C.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so 80 feet ahead, the rough shape of a wooden rowboat, 12 feet in length, 6 feet wide, slowly moves through the water towards the 4 of you. A human man, paddle in each hand, sits on it. He has a bushy beard, long black hair kept loosely in check by a ponytail, no shirt, thick leather pants, very tan. His physique is incredibly toned, and he looks to you with emerald eyes. He kind of shouts over the rain hitting all the water. He says, "You folks lost?"
Are you Bando?
Yeah.
Then no, we're not lost.
No, we're exactly where we need to be.
He's it's hard to see through the rain, but Eamon, you get it real clear. Unequivocally, just the most confused look you've ever seen on a man's face.
We were sent by Econ.
We need you and your friends' help.
Is there a place we can discuss this further?
Is there? Didn't he give us something to prove that we're from?
Yeah, he
Econ?
wrote a note, basally.
If,
I mean,
if
just
it's
knowing
nearby,
his name
can I try
is-
to hold it out?
Yeah.
It
Or
is
I guess
raining.
when it's
It's raining really.
I hold it.
Oh,
under-
no, my note!
Under my, put my poncho. Say, we have a note from him. I swear it's legit. We traveled a long ways to see you. Eamon, by the way.
Renestier, we certainly do not mean you harm.
My name's Raiji.
That's phosphorus.
Don't look at my.
I'm probably still just reading the book.
As all of this interaction happens, Renestier and Eamon, you notice probably about a dozen or so crocodiles have slowly surrounded you.
I just
not
say-
in front of you.
I
but,
just say to them, "Good. What time is it during this?"
if you were listening,
We weren't.
around noon of your 10th day of travel.
There's a lot of information. There's
I
a
know,
shirtless guy.
I'm
His
joking.
pecs were mesmerizing.
It's fine.
It's got good size.
Good.
You want to say
good
Guten Tag?
noon. Oh, good noon. Good day, kin. And I say it to all the.
Okay.
Crocodile.
They don't look all that surprised, but they do look at
We
you
knew you were
quizzically. But he says, "Yeah, knowing my name's good enough for me. You need rides?" He looks to Raiji, who's like hanging on the side of a tree, just above the water. as he
Yeah, I've
does
just
not
got
notice-
one of my swords dug into the side of a
I can
tree.
just check.
How what?
Swim speed.
I think it's 15 feet.
We can ride our mounts if you can promise none of the my little kin here won't attack them. I doubt they would.
I'll ride a crocodile.
I meant the rowboat as he starts to row closer. You can ride them if you want. They're just not suited for that yet.
I'd probably trust
Yeah.
a boat over.
Well, they
right
don't
now
have
it's
any-
in the
Do
they-
water.
is it-
Barding.
Go for it.
It sounded like it was at least a decent sized rowboat, but
Is
they're
it like
gonna
a
be able to
Rowboat
fit
could probably
lizard.
fit 4 people.
Yeah, not the lizards.
I'd get in the rowboat.
It could probably fit one of the lizards, but
Why would
only one of the lizards and a person to row. That's about it. It's a decent sized rowboat. If you
I'll just hop in just to be friendly. And can I hold like? I mean, we have like reins on our lizards, right?
yeah, you can also have someone that can like perfectly communicate with them. So you can
Yeah,
just be like,
you can just,
I just
Well.
mean looks wise, like just to hold it and like or
Yeah.
like tie.
I
the
would
boat,
just
and
I
help
would
them
just
along.
hop on Zumo if you guys both get off and get in the rowboat.
Sure. Yeah, I'll get in the
Okay.
boat.
Might as well.
okay,
Yeah, okay,
yeah.
then
Well,
I'd
he so he
I'm not a
rows
seasoned rider.
over, and Eamon and Phosphorus hop in.
Guess
He
I would just.
nods to you guys, and
Just
then
Can I go
Zumo.
up and shake his hand?
Zumo
real
Jump
quick?
Jump
on-
on,
Yeah,
I
he
jump
give you a
from the
handshake
tree
when you
onto
get
Zumo.
Sorry to startle you, friend. We weren't trying to
I don't think we
get
did.
into your space or anything.
just you don't get a lot of company out here, and it's a bit dangerous these days. So we'll talk about it more in my hut. Was that thing you were holding up? The note.
Oh yeah, as it's raining, I kind of like again hold my like poncho sleeve over it and kind of hand it to him,
Yeah, he takes it.
trying not to get it wet.
He just quickly looks over it and he shuts it, and then he just starts rowing.
I guess I would attempt to have just. I guess you're just swimming with Zumo, like next to the boat.
He's
or are you just
riding
riding-
Zumo.
Yeah, I'm riding Zumo.
Right. Well, that's what I mean. So Zumo's.
Yeah,
swimming, I
just
guess.
next to the boat.
Okay, then I'd just have Basil on the boat, I guess.
Okay.
I would just
Climbing.
try to have small talk. Does he seem like he's in the mood for like conversing, getting to know, or is he kind of like a no nonsense, just like not about it?
Kind of hard to tell. I just met him. Don't really have any idea. But he's rowing.
Okay, just so.
Come here often.
Did you make this boat?
You say that?
Yeah.
It says, yeah.
What is it you do out here most of your days?
Grow stuff.
So is it strong when you transform? Are you strong?
Yeah, you could say so.
Yes, I'm sure if we came into contact with Econ, you might have figured we were filled in about your condition.
Yeah, he's not the type to send 4 unwary people to see me.
Have you heard anything about what's been going on in Koi as of recently? Are you up to date on any of the whereabouts of the city? Or
No. Are crocodiles being hunted there?
no, not as far as I know.
No clue then.
How long has it been since you've
7 years.
been there? 7 years. Have you ran into any tree-like humanoid monsters out here at all?
You guys been drinking the water?
Take that as a no.
Yes.
Wait, what?
There's
He
been
motions for you to come to him.
Mm-hmm.
He puts his hand on your forehead. Okay, well, you don't have jade fever, so that's good.
Okay. I'm wearing a headband. I take it off. Does this help?
He texts it again. He has still no.
Okay.
I've had that. No good.
There is strange happenings with unnatural creatures, constructs almost. They have little discs inside them, some magic wielder, or I guess potentially even someone who's very crafty is causing potentially these abnormalities of men that are made of tree,
Then there's the river bandits.
which is more so the reason we have come to you is the river bandit situation. Unknowingly, we killed one of their leaders out in the wilderness, and to my knowledge, we've been informed that the bandits have become much more aggressive, more ballsy, and they are targeting the locomotes as they head to Koi. That's why we came to see you,
Came
Econ.
for my help.
In any way that you would be able to assist, I do know with your condition, it is not, well, the whole reason you moved out here is it's unpredictable. Is there any way to know when it will come upon you?
The moon.
Just like every other weird creature.
Wasn't he asking, weren't we supposed to just get some of his friends to help us?
Well, with the attacks mostly being focused on the locomotes, Bando, the idea was with them being in water, and you, as I sort of look around to the crocodiles, and I'm guessing you're kind of swimming along with us.
Mm-hmm. They're basically, you just catch them every so often. They're roughly 100 feet out, just in a rough circle around you guys.
So with the hold you have and the relationship you have with the creatures of the water here, the plan is essentially the bandits usually hit the locomotes kind of in the same spot. We have a map we can show you once we get to somewhere dry. But the idea is that we can maybe be there when they do. And maybe if it's not necessarily just you and your abilities, which I'm sure are great, but with your command over the water and the creatures in it, it could be of big help and help a lot of people in Koi.
Plus, I am a very patient man, but a very calculated one. But I don't think even I would be able to calculate a small group of crocodiles attacking.
Well, crocodiles aren't going anywhere until I find out what's killing all of them. So if you help me take care of that, you can have as many crocodiles as you want. But I'm not going anywhere near people.
What's been going on? I know you asked us if... Out of game. Didn't he ask us something about...
Yeah, he asked
Yes,
if
if they're being
they were being
hunted.
killed in Koi.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just saying that. Something's been killing a lot of your crocodiles?
Yeah.
How have you
So-
come? I'm assuming you've seen the state of their corpses. Do you have any idea of what?
Nope, no corpses.
None.
Do they go missing from a certain place?
Nope. What's as he's huffing and puffing a little bit from
Do
pushing.
you need help rowing, my friend?
Not huffing and puffing in a
I
way
have
of
some
like,
experience.
I'm like it's
He's
just,
exerting
it's
himself.
he's rowing he's been rowing the entire time. So it's not the easiest thing to talk and exert himself. But yeah, it'll be easier if I show you the stuff I have back in my hut.
Sure.
And he rows for about an hour, and eventually you see, kind of similar to where you camped on, one of those, like a big mound of dry earth. There is a hut built on it. It's about 10 feet tall, a pretty basic 20-foot square wooden building with a thatched roof. Sits on one of the few plots of dry land. Okay, I guess I led with that. with a smaller fenced-off area to the right that appears to be some sort of garden. A dock juts out from its front as Bando brings the boat along, hopping out and then ties it to the post. And he motions for all of you to get off if you want.
Yeah.
Get out.
he-
I'll stay.
Yeah. And he heads inside.
Is there anywhere we can like any posts or anything we can tie our lizard's reins to, or just?
Whatever you
I would just
time
tell
to.
them, could you wait outside for us?
Yeah, they nod.
I keep forgetting that's a thing.
But they-
we need to
Yeah,
make sure
yeah.
we got to
They
make sure
look-
they don't run off.
Not cautiously, but a mix of caution and interest at all of the crocodiles that are around.
They won't hurt you. But if you do
Trust me.
if you do see anything weird outside of these, can you let me know?
Can we have them gather some information for us?
Yeah.
Ask around
Pulls-
the Crocs.
They
Pulls
do
out
have
some
they
pens
do
and
have that
paper.
hearing sense. So
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but as
In
you
precise sense.
go inside, it's just one single room. There's an area to prepare food on the right wall, a desk with an expansive collection of beakers, vials, and alchemical ingredients on it on the back left wall, and a few stray pieces of lumber and a full set of carpenter's tools on the front left wall. Towards the back is a basic bed, a banded chest pushed up against it. Another entrance on the wall directly across from you, leads to another dock with some fishing poles laying about on it. And he just kind of walks in and he says, "So I don't really have anywhere to sit. Don't often get company."
I'm just gonna sit on the ground
I
and
would
just continue reading.
lean up against the wall, sort of like, arms folded. Real tough guy pose,
I just start stretching.
I would be sitting in Renistier's arms as he holds me.
I rock him gently and burp him.
Eamon,
Yes.
as you walk in, you catch a glance of what looks like a metal hatch under the bed. The bed placed in a way that it's pretty hard to see unless you're specifically looking for it. It looks heavily reinforced, the metal hatch. But yeah, you guys, just Eamon notices that.
Gotcha.
You guys walk in, and I guess he sits on the ground as well. Actually, he walks over to the alchemical stuff, and he says, yeah, like I said, something's been hunting down my crocs. I don't know a lot. I just know whatever's doing it is either eating or taking the corpses. There's evidence of fighting happening at the places. Nothing that would lead me to a conclusion on what's doing it. Most of everything I've found so far, what I assume is 6 crocs dead. All of them have been to some degree south of the hut, my hut. There's been a lot of blood in the water around there. That's the only reason I kind of know that they're getting hunted more than you would expect, even from something killing or taking something as big as a crocodile. And he pulls out this vial, a couple inches big, and he says, I was able to collect a little bit of some of the blood. It has this, as he shakes it, you can just see, it's really hard to tell, but kind of like when oil's in water, there's a second, just a little bit lighter liquid in with the blood. He says, I couldn't really tell what this is, but
Do you mind if our friend
I
here
present
takes
to
a look
you
at that?
phosphorus.
Weird liquid in a
parts.
tube. Huh.
He's quite autistic.
Interesting.
Artistic.
It's my accent, sorry.
yeah, he hands it to you, but he says all that.
Gotta take it.
Yeah, you can make a crafting or a nature check.
I wonder what I'm gonna do.
Pardon me for asking. I'm not as familiar with your condition. Do you remember much when you transform? Like, I apologize if this is insensitive, but is there any possible way that you could have done this?
No.
24.
Yeah, it's can't really tell if it's like a natural occurring or a made poison, but because there's not a lot of it in there, but it's some sort of what you would call it a poison. That is an incredibly potent blood thinner. If enough of this stuff got into any sort of open wound, it would be very hard to stop the wound from bleeding.
And it is a poison, not a venom.
What is the difference?
Venom is like
From an animal?
Excreted from a being, poison's like created, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to answer that because, like I said, there's not enough of it to tell if it's like
Fair enough.
man-made or naturally occurring. But
it is toxic to whatever it hits.
if it got in a bloodstream and then someone was in any way caused to bleed, the wound would bleed profusely.
Can I roll like a surviving or a hunting lore to see if I know anything about like that? If it would be a venom or a poison or like.
Why don't you roll hunting lore? Or well, which one's better, hunting lore or survival?
Survival.
Then roll survival. Yeah.
Out of game.
Nat 20.
Damn.
It was a 26.
Oh my.
Yeah. So
Wow.
man, how the fuck would you know about this?
He's right,
On his way
dude.
here.
He's strong. That's why.
Did
Unless
you pass
it's
through any swamps?
Not
on the way?
something
So-
natural.
Some people came through when you were doing some basic labor. You did basic labor for people who called themselves monster hunters. They didn't really, the vibe you got from them, they basically just tracked down very strong beasts of sorts. Everything from like an elephant that's gone wild to more crazy things. And they told you about something that would match this perfectly. It's called a cruth. It is these very large reptilian predators that favor crocodiles, boggards, dinosaurs, and lizard folk as their favored food of choice.
Oh no.
Their teeth are hollow, and they release a poison from their bite in their teeth that thins blood when biting their target. And that information is kind of what sparks that memory. So this is probably what you know as a cruth that is probably hunting down and just eating these things.
Oh, it sounds like a cruth.
What is that?
I don't think you're gonna like it.
What is it?
It likes
Hash linking.
it likes reptiles.
What kind
Likes
of
them,
reptiles?
like
All-
for dinner, Bando says?
Yes. The poison comes out of its teeth.
Oh, okay. Well, we can use me as bait.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
What do you mean?
You're kind of a weird reptile.
What do you mean?
You're covered in metal.
No, well,
That's a good point.
Might
No,
not
that's
It's covered in bone.
Sorry.
but there's that. But also,
I think you're dead
also,
already.
yeah. Also, the other part of it.
My charming personality?
No,
Oh. Yeah.
you smell like death.
I shower.
Not good enough.
How many?
Some smells don't
Gotta
come out.
scrub under the scales, man.
if Amy can remember the map at all, how far away can he kind of reckon that we are from the spot we're supposed to meet the locomotives?
It would roughly take you about 3 days, and you have 6 days left to work with.
So I just want to tell Bando, say, I've never heard of a cruth either, but if we can't help you, I would love to. I just want to let you know that we are on a bit of a time clock, and so if we can't, whether we can get rid of them or not, after a couple days of trying, we will need to get going so that we can meet the locomotives on time.
These crude creatures, or you could even tell me, do you know if these disappearances tend to happen towards the evening or?
There's no corpses. I just stumble upon the blood. So I have no
Are they a
idea.
layer? Like, do they have layers usually?
I
Not-
mean,
not like onions, but like
yeah, no, I know what you mean. I mean, anything that like exists in a place will have somewhere it lives. So like a layer.
Yeah, I mean, it could be like
context,
it
but-
could be like moving. It doesn't does it have a place it keeps going back to, or could it just be like traveling and like it?
Yeah, I mean,
like,
your
rests?
best guess, since they're more bestial, is that it does.
Okay,
But that's kind of something that like might be case by case. It could be passing through. It could have have a base here. That's kind of just like it's kind of on an individual basis. But they are more beast. They're very bestial. They're not like intelligent to the level of humanoid creatures. So your best guess is that it does have a home base.
yeah. So where was the most recent spot you've seen? And can you take us to it?
Well, can you describe to us what these things look like? Like, what are they? You said
I've never seen
they
them.
eat
Yeah,
crocodiles
that's
and they have teeth that poison. But like, are
I
they
mean,
a reptile? Are
in
they
the
a
context,
bird? Are they a
crocodiles are normally the top of a food chain that they're at. So it's definitely something that's pretty formidable.
Is it reptilian, like a crocodile almost, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's.
Eamon's asking this in game.
Yeah. You would gather in the way that they talked about it. It definitely doesn't look like a crocodile, but it is a large reptilian, aquatic / land creature.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's kind of like a crocodile, but it doesn't look a whole lot like it. But it's a big reptile.
I'm glad that you were the one that cracked this case.
Yeah. Well,
So
that's the one thing that
full
Raiji
supplies
does do other than
surprises.
fighting. so.
Because I actually have the toxin.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I can actually do this. Can I attempt to make an antidote?
Reverse engineer it.
No.
Okay, I'd actually need to know the recipe.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you could do it if you had a lot of time, but even if you wanted to spend
3
the
minutes
days to do it, you would
It's like 4 days.
be out of you would be out of time to
Okay.
get to where you needed to go.
My question for you is, do you wish to assist us in this? I do have a question. Do you keep track of the lunar cycles or anything to at least have a good idea of when you can
Yeah,
change? When is the next predicted time?
we got about 20 days. It just there's like it gets a real 1,000-yard stare. He's like, one just came and went.
Okay, so you can take us to the last spot then,
Yeah.
and then we can track it from there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's probably no spot anymore. It was about 5 days ago. I found the last one, so
Is anything else?
blood doesn't stay in the water too long.
Does anything else trigger it, like blood or anything along those lines?
Yeah,
I see.
What might that be?
blood.
You're being
Normally
literal.
not reptilian blood.
Humanoid?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh, that's what, we're talking about something different. Gotcha.
Well, if we are to
Would you rather
travel,
stay
I
back?
think it might be safest if I am nearest to you then, since I'm not probably a target of yours for, well, a couple different reasons.
He mutters something under his breath.
If you just
Does
have a
any of
boat
us
we could
hear it?
use, we could go. Can I read lips?
Can I
that's an actual
kiss him to taste his lips?
Can I kiss him?
I actually
Raiji-
have-
Can I smell his lips?
You read his lips, and Raiji he says something along the lines of like cursing Econ, like fucking Econ, something like that. But yeah, he says
Talking to my friend that way.
Econ is my father.
He looks to you, Raiji,
Yes.
and he says, "Hit me as hard as you can with your sword. If I would like to take care of these things, or this thing, but
I swing.
I'm not going with you." Okay.
Eamon literally like runs to the other side of the room. Once Raiji's well, yeah.
I am watching with a notebook at the ready.
I mean, I rolled bad.
I just like stumble against the wall, like Jesus Christ.
What'd you
So it was a 10.
get? Okay. Just roll damage still.
Okay, man, that was as hard as you could.
You're saying that while cowering in the corner?
That's nothing.
You bitch.
I go hide in a secret trapdoor room.
You're saying that from outside the window?
Real weak swing, Raiji.
It's just crazy. As soon as I get into combat, dude, any kind of
You know
combat
lizards.
roll. 12 damage.
Okay. Yeah. You swing down with the sword. Where are you aiming?
Just his
He's
chest.
hiding.
Yeah, his
Oh.
chest. And just kind of as you hit, just a rough reptilian hide just kind of forms and you just bounce right off of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then he walks over to Uranister and he says, "Hit me as hard as you can.
Do you need it to be in a different spot?
Just hit me as hard as you can."
Okay.
It feels like weird hazing, and it's
I give him a swirly.
I've never been in a frat before.
You better cast that thing if he comes to you.
Nat 20.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll damage.
I'm just
You
taking
kill him?
notes.
I didn't specify, but I would just use my
Minister,
flail.
God.
22.
Okay.
If we're talking about reverse luck, that's
Yeah,
good for
so
me.
you wind up the flail and again
I say to myself in my head, better pull my punch a bit.
yeah. And it this time the flail the stuff forms on his chest, the reptilian emerald green hide, and this time the flail just like sticks into it and thuds and then falls a bit, and you can see there's a couple puncture marks where you hit, and he's like, "Yeah, that's good enough. If I transform, you two need to kill me."
Kill you?
Yes, because I will kill you guys.
There is no way to subdue you?
No.
As the flail hit Eamon, just like...
Can I tell if he was lying
He
through
looks
that?
at his chest and he says, if you pull your punches when I'm all like this, you'll die.
Yeah, I pulled my punch.
Maybe you just give us a boat and you can stay home. So that you don't kill all of us. Can I roll diplomacy?
Yeah, go for it.
Could I see when he said there's no way to subdue him? Could I see if he was lying about that?
Nat 20.
Roll perception.
He worships
Plus 1 because I'm looking for a lie.
Did I cure him? I got a nat 20.
Oh my god, I'm free!
Yeah, you know the book you have, it just says talk to him.
Roll good.
That's
dude.
the last nat 20 of the next 3 sessions for me.
16 to see if he's lying.
I mean, he says it with full confidence in his chest.
Just want to make sure.
He says, if you think you can handle it, I won't go.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
I don't know much. I mean, maybe we won't be, but I don't need to worry about
You're back.
more than one thing. I mean, if you think you won't, like it's very unlikely that you will turn, that's fine. But I mean, like you said, you came out here for a reason.
Well, he did say that if any of you besides me get damaged enough that the blood is drawn...
Considering what happened last fight, I would say that's a
already
pretty good
almost
shot.
died.
Well, if there's a guy with a knife, then yes.
Nevertheless, a crocodilian man.
Is there anything in the notes that would like stop a transformation?
Crocodile, alligator.
Killing.
Roll occultism.
Not knowledge for reading.
I mean, that's
That's what a cult
That's fine.
is.
it's a knowledge check.
19.
I mean, the only things that stop transforming are like the person resisting it.
How?
They're the only time that a transformation is guaranteed is a full moon. Other than that, there's a chance he resists.
Have I made any headway with these notes at all?
Roll occultism.
I would have asked this regardless.
21.
What?
21.
I mean, basically the conclusion that they came to is the same one that kind of happened. He no longer can spread it. They kind of like neutralize it within him. It's not a cure by any means. And it feels like the way they talk about it is something that only happened to work for him, something about like akin to like a blood type. They were able to make it non-transmittive. As terms of getting close to a cure, like nothing even close to that. However, a lot of what you read in the book, a lot of the materials and stuff and all that stuff, even with a quick glance over at the table, it looks like he's been working on this.
All right. So it does kind of seem in the book like occultism and all that. It seems like they're taking more of like a magical take at it.
I mean, where the thing you're talking about, where lycanthropy is both a disease and a curse.
Yeah.
So it's always going to be occultism.
So there's no way I could try to look at it from a non-magical angle.
It is what and how would you look at it in that way?
From purely alchemical one, like trying to
like how is what I mean.
Trying to figure out certain plants or a certain combination of alchemical items that could, in theory, neutralize it.
Yeah, roll crafting.
Or just like
I understand this would be much harder.
Yeah. Or impossible, but yes.
Yeah. God, give me that 20 now.
just give him a plant that knocks him out.
That is 22. 22.
I mean, the only thing you can think of is things that would calm the mind, but even then, that might backfire and make it harder to resist the transformation, and they just transform anyways. But nothing in the wheelhouse of anything that you're aware of would like come close to stopping or preventing or really help in too big of a way.
If we have to try to kill you, will your crocodiles come after us?
No, they know.
What
Like I said, if you feel like you can handle this, I won't come.
How
I don't know enough to make a call on that.
I think we're fine.
How well are you at full moon? Pretty much guaranteed transformation, correct?
Yeah. How well am I at that?
How well are you at non-full moon transformation, preventing your transformation before it fully takes effect?
Well, I left the city.
Sure, but
So
that
not
has
great.
much more opportunity.
He has had 7 years to work
Sure,
on it.
but
I mean, you don't really work on it if there's no way to work on it. It just kind of happens or it doesn't.
Fair enough.
What do you think, Renister?
It's a toss-up, really, because if this enemy is quite formidable, then we could use every hand that we have. But
Could we go with some of your crocodiles, and you could always tell them to send word back to Bando? Let him know we're in trouble?
how are you...
I guess I'm assuming he
Probably
can
won't.
also talk to them, so...
I probably won't get... None of them have been close, so most I'd do is find your corpses.
What,
Unless they eat you too. They'd probably eat you. He looks at you, Renister.
Again, skeptical on that.
Yeah,
Doesn't
I have my own qualifiers for that. But as far as your senses, is it smell, sight, all the above senses as far
For
as
what?
when your condition starts to take over?
I'm unsure of what you're asking.
If you were a
Like, do they get
certain
better?
distance away that we could potentially call out for your aid,
If I can see it, if I can smell it, doesn't matter how close I am.
that's what I'm asking. Do you have any perception as far as how far away you can smell these types of things?
No clue.
You don't walk through the jungle, and if there's a wounded animal somewhere nearby, you can just pick up on it or anything?
No.
Gotcha. I don't know. I think this is a difficult situation, especially with a creature none of us are very familiar with. I think...
Would you be able to come and just sit back? Unless you absolutely have to get involved?
If I'm within an area to be able to assist, I might as well just be a part of it because I'll be close enough.
Do you
not to
understand
mention...
why that might be a risk, though?
Well,
Yeah,
Amen.
that's my point is that why would I come if I'm just going to sit back? I either
Well-
come and I help or I don't come.
Amen. The other issue is if we're in dire straits enough that he needs to help us, one of us would probably be wounded at that point anyway, and he would be coming just to transform.
That's his point, is if he's close enough to be able to help, he's close enough to transform.
Sure, and if we have to send for him and one of us is in enough dire straits that we need his help, at that point, he would just transform anyway.
I'm more looking at his help like you have more than one way to help us without your physical body. That's why we want you for the locomotes. Not because you can be a lot of help, but because the crocodiles you command can be a lot of help. Right?
Yeah, I'm still unsure of what you're asking.
If you came with and sat back, there's more, like you could help us by sending your crocodiles to help us.
I mean,
not
he could
you
also
jumping in the
just tell
fray.
them right here
You
as
just
well.
send them. I don't know why I'd need to go for that.
I don't know how you're.
He can
your
also
powers
tell them
work,
to
I'm
just
sorry.
listen to me and I can talk to them.
I've never
You can talk to them.
never dove into the mechanics
it's-
of crocodile command before.
It's
It's complicated.
kind of innate. I'm able to speak with others of my kin, regardless of if they are developed in mind or not.
There is a moment where all of you catch a bit of worry because it's clear to him the reason he can talk to them is that he's a were-crocodile. But then you explain that and he puts two and two together and the worry
Yes,
fades.
it's more my
Yeah.
racial trait,
Born with it, as
Yeah.
they say.
natural
interesting.
talents.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Exactly. Maybelline
He
was a
begins
good friend
talking
of
to
mine.
you and lizard growls.
Yeah,
Not actually, but
actually.
I mean, Raiji knows the most about these things. If he thinks we're okay,
I think ultimately we should vote on it anyway, because not one person here has say over it.
there is 4 of us.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, but we don't know much about this thing.
That's true. I just
And
mean,
one
it
big
makes for-
tree almost, and the guy with a knife.
I mean, you nat 20'd, Reggie, to give you context. The people who talked about it seemed pretty grizzled fighters, and they talked about it in a way that they hoped they'd never see something like this again. It was pretty... it wasn't like a haha, good kill. It was like, holy shit. That thing was fucking wild kind of energy. So
That's
it's
why I
definitely...
want to leave it to you
it's-
because I don't know.
There's nothing that can give you the context of like, it's this level creature, right?
Mhm.
But it definitely doesn't
How
seem
many
like
Renistairs?
a cakewalk anyway.
How many Renistairs did
Could he
these
eat?
people say?
I mean, if you were...
A
yeah,
village- a
I don't
village of
fucking know how
Renister.
you would...
Everybody in this world knows Renister and the enemy they fought.
Yeah.
Dude, this guy
That
was
was
like
half
a
a
village
Renister.
full of Renister.
Oh,
All
no.
running around.
I don't know. These guys thought this thing was pretty tough. So, like,
What are your skills? Are you more up close and personal? Or are you more of a...
as a human,
Yes.
I know a bit of medicine. Picked up a bit of alchemy.
So the only way you'd offer help is if you turned?
No, I'm just saying if I'm there,
If he's in human form, he has
I
alchemical
kind of don't have
capabilities.
control whether I transform or not at a certain point.
So what kind of help would you...
Why don't? What, do you want to go help us?
Yes.
Okay.
I sort of
But
bring
I
him along.
also
Let's just do that
understand
then.
your caution, and I will not go if you wish me to not go.
I do have a question.
I've never seen a were-crocodile or a cruel thing, so I can't really speak.
How fast are you when you turn?
How long does it take?
Are you
In
much
terms of
quicker?
water?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like faster than we could row a boat.
I feel like rowing a boat isn't that fast, right?
It is when you got two strong people just hauling ass.
Sure.
That's true.
Can you
I'll
make a
just tell you
motor
the ore is
phosphorus?
really strong and you have to beat it.
Yeah, can I make a combustible engine and put it on the back of the boat?
Can I just
Yeah.
stance?
He says, yeah, I not by much, but I'd probably be a little faster than...
Okay, and do you know how long the transformation lasts? Is that in the notes?
Oh, yeah, that probably... it'd be like a rough estimate of the notes. It normally lasts until the next dawn.
Okay, and how well could you track in the water?
I have no idea.
If he starts to turn, we put a blindfold on.
Well,
I've never been in the water much in my form.
I mean, it like in case of emergency, it transforms while we're there. If he does beat it, I can always slow him down, and we could try to just get away on a boat.
Let's just vote.
What was your name again? He looks to you.
Phosphorus.
Can you come and look at this?
Sure.
And he takes you over the alchemical stuff. Why don't you make a crafting check?
26.
Perfect. So he runs you through something that he's been making to help him resist. It's basically the opposite of a mind number. It basically just strengthens his mental fortitude. But it's one of those
Percocet.
things where he, before he moved out here, had never touched alchemy before. And when you're just isolated alone in the middle of nowhere, your access to supplies and like quick learning knowledge is basically none. So he's made the stuff he makes is pretty decent, but for 7 years of work, it's like pitiful, you would say. But he basically like is like, how would you make this work? And you go, oh, this, and you just like add one thing and it works. So he could easily quickly brew something that would give him a big circumstance bonus on resisting. That he's been trying to do for probably 2 years.
Phosphorus
And you
is-
walk in and you go, yeah, it's just this root that you're missing.
You add salt.
Phosphorus is like, I had a cousin named Adderall who made something just like this.
We should name it after.
Adderad?
You got to put it in a
Adderall.
spoon.
I like the
He
idea
adds
that
a
all
rat
of my
to it.
family are just drugs or like
Oh no.
things on like the periodic table.
Dude,
My dad's name was Heroin Rat.
Viagra,
We don't
though,
talk about him.
he fucked like crazy
And his heart gave out.
But yeah,
after 4 hours.
you kind of
call his
complete
physician.
that formula for him.
All right. Well,
While they're doing that,
Basically.
can I get a closer look at the trapdoor thingy?
Like, in what? Like, literally go over and look at it?
No.
Or just like look from a distance?
look at it from a distance. I don't want to
Yeah.
look under the bed or anything. 'Cause
Yeah.
it is under his bed, right?
it's right next to his porn.
Yeah.
It's just a
Nice
bunch of
Yeah, I mean,
collection.
it's
Lizards
a
and
heavily
things.
reinforced metal banded hatch. It looks like you could, like, a humanoid could fit through it of medium size.
Does it look locked?
It doesn't externally, no, it doesn't look locked.
Okay.
But yeah. That
I
honestly doesn't
heat
take
metal.
that long. You just like tell him that and he's like, oh shit. And he starts to make it. But yeah,
All right. Yeah.
you guys are talking about voting.
I'd say we bring him along. I'm far more confident now.
If there is something that can make it easier for him to resist, I feel much more comfortable in bringing him along.
Yeah, he wants to go, so I'll vote for him.
Well, what time of the day is it right now?
1.
Noon,
rode
plus
for like an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1
So,
o'clock?
Just after midday.
Eamon has a watch. You can just ask him.
Well,
it's magical.
Well, I was saying because it took an hour to get here, and then
It's an Apple Watch.
Yeah.
I don't know how long we've been here. All right. So are we going now, or are we going to stay and like sit out in the
Just
morning?
an Apple.
Well,
wrapped
we
around.
should probably prepare as many of those concoctions as possible, and we do have some time to
Well,
spare.
I think
thanks
he
to
only
our
needs the
wizards.
one right now because it's kind of.
We don't know how far away this thing is,
Yes,
though.
I don't wanna
but
be
it
out
might
there
be
in the
smart to
dark.
have more than one just in case.
But
We do have some days to kill here since we got here a little bit quick.
Might as well wait till we have a full daylight ahead of us.
Yeah, I guess.
wanna do this
But
in
we
the
also Okay.
If it does take a while to find this thing and it's very dug in, it would be much to our advantage to wait till we have more time to kill.
Can you?
I'm fine with that.
How did you find out about the last ones? Did you just stumble upon them, or did your
I've been
crocodiles?
looking.
There's nothing to stumble upon.
Some of the crocodiles have found the blood.
Can you just have tell your crocodiles to keep looking, and
No.
like?
Well,
I'm
they
not
might
s-
get to eat them.
I'm not sending them out. I
Okay.
recalled them all back because they're being killed.
Is there a way for
Vulture.
them?
Maybe
Oh,
it'll show up here.
well, that's not.
And
And then
then
our
I-
choice is out of our hands.
Eamon, how long are you able to keep that light going?
As long as I need to.
What?
The light.
Oh, gotcha.
As long as
DM was just confused.
Do you
I
have a
can-
rough idea of where this location is? Is it a very similar place?
somewhere south?
I think it's more along the lines of this entire area is now its hunting grounds.
Yeah, we
Right,
have to
south-
to go to
all of-
some place and track it.
Sure, I'm
all
saying
of them have been. All
Track
of the
what?
blood places have
The
been
creature.
south
Water?
of here,
I think
but
it.
none within any sort of tight area.
I think
It's,
it would
it's
be.
a stretch, but
Also, the
we have
river
no
is
other
also
leads.
south of here, just to give context of like where you are.
I think it would be to our advantage if Eamon were to set up his light towards the south of this area, and we'll obviously be keeping watch, but especially in that location.
yeah, we can always just we can make camp outside the house too. I mean, there's not really room in here for all of us to sleep anyway. Might as well set up our tents outside and have a watch outside for the night.
Sounds like a plan to me.
You guys need food.
I'm good.
As good of a cook as Raiji is, something different might not be bad.
Can I go through his like
Well, it's not really
alchemical
gonna
stuff?
be
Be like
different.
this book is
Crocodile
worthless.
nuggets.
Like write down notes for him. Just like
Yeah, yeah.
like,
if you want to take the
update
rest of
his
it.
burial
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
traditions here.
Bando, you didn't tell me about an air fryer.
I'm an alchemist of food.
Yeah.
Oh,
he just,
no.
Just making. You can't make a potion or shit, but
He just has
makes
a toaster.
Literal
In this
day appliances.
in this fantasy world, he just
like,
opens
yeah,
up his
I-
fridge and
this
has
is my
a hot
washer.
pocket.
Gets
This
out
is
his
my
ninja
fryer.
blender.
alchemical for dummies. You don't need
Yeah.
Here's my magic bullet. 3 taps. It's all done.
You do that. That's you don't have to roll for that. You just literally go through and update and change and fix and all of that jazz. For anyone who wants it, he makes vegetable soup. Not in like it's just stock. It's more of a stew really. But he grows a bunch of things that he just eats outside of alchemical ingredients too. You also learn that all of the alchemical ingredients he just grows.
Do you eat
also-
predominantly vegetarian to avoid?
Yep.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
Yeah, I'd be outside like finding meat to eat.
Just spilling blood
I'm just-
everywhere.
You just killed an alligator.
He says
Just killing crocodiles for meat.
He says I fish.
There's a ton of them out there.
he points to the back. It's been Raiji this whole time. He points to the back and he says that I fish for my crocs. So
Gotcha. Less blood and fish.
Fish bleed.
I would walk outside and be like, "Hey, Raiji, can you make sure you're not sticking the fish or more so
Just wearing a crocodile hat.
yeah.
I've got crocodile skin shoes.
Oh no.
supreme
Making
crocodility.
purses as we speak.
Fuck.
No, I feel like what I would be doing is I would start feeding fish to our lizards, and then I would realize like crocodiles that are nearby would be like looking hungry, so I'd just be continuously fishing for crocodile,
Yeah, yeah.
like for the
crocodile
crocodiles.
boots.
Yeah.
So when you fish, just use a pole, or are you like swimming in the water, like trying to catch fish?
Yeah, I'm
Swinging
using my
his sword
sword
to the water.
Okay.
He only
Just making
kills.
sure.
He only kills fish with biceps and a 6-pack.
Yeah, what I do is I like put my sword in like a hook, and then I just like swing,
Yeah.
swing it up really
You-
quick.
You're still until one swims by, and then you just
Yeah, I just
lift it up. Yeah.
pull it out.
Literally cut off its head in one fell swoop.
I just keep slicing it, and there's just blood everywhere.
Yeah. You actually kill this thing.
There's
as it
blood in the
swims
water
by
everywhere.
under. You just
I don't know. I
one-shot
carry the
its head off.
cruth.
You should have seen the size of this thing.
But yeah.
Yeah, I just come in with
You
the
don't
cruth
know
on
you
my
have
back.
it. Yeah. Look at this big fish I caught.
Dude, we'll be eating good when we kill that
But yeah,
thing.
so Raiji's fishing for all of anyone who eats meat in the
I'm
area.
with the crocodiles just like on my belly. Like,
Phosphorus is updating and writing down new alchemical notes for Bando. Renestier, do anything specific or special?
No, I'd probably just like sit outside as I'm watching Raiji sit there striking the water.
Okay.
I would just sit and talk to him.
Okay.
By him, I mean Bando. just
I love the idea.
outstanding right next to like Raiji, like a kid and his dad fishing.
It's like the one source of like a different kind of conversation, and he just wants no part of it. Like, so I like crocodile.
So
He's like,
big reptile guy. I would just say, do you still have any? I mean, do you have any family out of game? Did I hear if he murdered his family? Is that a really important thing I missed?
Mm-mm.
Okay, that'd be a terrible thing to ask.
From all you are aware
Do you have any
of,
kids? I ate
he
them.
didn't kill anybody. Econ was there when he first transformed.
Okay,
He's
yeah,
been
yeah,
there
yeah.
every time.
Okay.
So
Do you still have anyone you wish to send word to
no,
in Koi? No connections, no family.
no.
How did you come there in the first place? Are you from Koi?
I'm from Moila, but the guards seemed like they needed more help when I was gonna join up in Koi than in Moila.
Okay.
First big gig was the Were Crocodile, so that
Yeah.
went well.
Do you have any hope of ever getting rid of it and going back?
Yeah, I mean, I've been trying for fucking 7 years.
I mean, yes, but you don't exactly. No offense, I don't have these skills either, but it seems like you trying by yourself out here alone with the knowledge of just being a guard beforehand doesn't seem like the most productive way to go about it. Do you know if anyone in Koi is still trying to work towards a cure for you, or if
Not that
they've
I'm aware
kinda
of.
just okay, kind of
But
just left you
I
out here?
figure whether I cure it or not, I'd rather not kill anybody. So
Me too.
if I'm like this for the rest of my life and I never figure it out, so be it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Just like as I'm like slurping up this bowl of stew, I just kind of want to point with the spoon like towards like under the bed.
On God.
feel like I don't want to kill anyone either, but I will if I have to.
With the wooden spoon.
You thought they would kill you. You never had me try to hit you. Is there? I don't mean to pry if you don't want me to know. That's all right. But what's that about? Do you have like a treasure trove down there or something?
You
Got a
saw the
sleeve
hatch?
under there.
Yeah. I mean,
That's where I lock myself on full moons.
does it do its job?
Yep.
I really want to find a way to help you out. Anyway,
Econ's been trying to for 7 years. I keep telling him not come by, but it's okay.
he comes by.
About once a year.
Are you worried that you're gonna hurt him too or something?
Yep.
I mean, if you just
I have 3 times. I almost killed him.
just because he's just here on full moons, or
No,
you
this is
think you
before
can
I
schedule
left.
around that? Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't come on full moons.
In my head, I'm like, seems like
yeah, it's like that's pretty easy fix, guys.
pretty avoidable.
Hey,
Full
man,
moon.
the full moon's gorgeous.
He visits me every year in the summer solstice during the full moon.
Jesus Christ.
Harvest moon. Oh!
Just blow this dude's mind. He's like, holy shit.
Every time he
but
comes,
yeah.
it's a full moon.
No.
How do I always forget this?
Yeah.
Okay, well. Hyman just kind of looks the other way out the window a bit.
You just climb in his hatch and shut it.
Oh, look, Raiji's fishing. I just kind of walk away.
Cool.
Just a fish flies towards you, slaps you in the face.
Yeah. So, yeah. Goes by. We go to the nighttime. Watches.
I'd have Eamon set up his light.
Okay.
Pour favor.
At
For
any time, there'll be
favor.
3 crocodiles watching.
Okay.
I would put the light on the end of the dock.
Yeah, it is
On, like, the post
southern
sitting up.
facing. It's a little southwest, but it's much more south than west.
I would just
yeah.
on like the farthest post out,
Yeah,
out in
for
the water.
sure.
I would set the light cantrip on top of it, so I just kind of spin the ball.
Just
light
for
in my
visual,
hands,
the
set it on
dock is
top.
about 10 feet long.
I would encourage Phosphorus to take first watch so that he can set up the death pits.
I don't know if I am because of all the crocodiles.
I can tell them not to go over there. I talk to these things.
That doesn't mean they're
Yeah, but
super smart.
They're also their own death pit.
That's true. But
They're also all going to be in the water. So
Yeah,
I don't
like-
think you can set up traps in the water.
No, I can like level 10. I can set up in the air.
he flies.
So that's, you're not level 10 and you're not in the air.
You're
So
level
you
10.
only
Only you would know that.
These
Just
are
Raiji walking around holding you up.
But yeah, Do you want to set up traps? Anyway?
I'll set up alarm ones
Okay.
on the.
Just on opportune spots.
Yeah, I'll set up in the dark areas, so not in the light.
So like the other sides of the
Yeah.
house and such. Okay, yeah.
I'll go.
For sure.
I'll take the last watch because I'm like the earliest riser.
Probably not. Yeah, it's still raining, so we can't really do a fire, right? Out there. Okay. I'll just be in my tent.
Set a fire in your tent.
Perfect.
Just muffled,
Nice
screaming
and
for
dry.
aid.
Yeah. It's worth
I put
noting,
slicker sap on it. It won't burn.
Bando's home does not have doors. They're just open doorways. So
I set up my tent
That's-
in the doorway.
the matter.
Oh no.
Renister
can't
is
get
the
through
door.
me.
It's like, what the fuck?
We just
I'm coming
connect-
tomorrow and I'm going to kill you.
We
I
just
fall asleep.
connect all our tents.
I just stretch my arms out and wedge myself in the door with my shield in hands.
Oh, no.
The shield walls.
But yeah, so we answered the question
the
of who's
second-
going last.
second.
Second.
He's going last.
Yep, I know. Who's
said he
going
was-
first?
I'm going first.
Okay. And you're going
Those were the
third, I
only
guess.
two things that we answered.
Yeah, I didn't notice
We're
a whole
last
lot
and
last
first.
Last, first, second, third. Okay. First, why don't you roll? Perception. -1 circumstance.
-1, 20.
Okay.
Eamon has the cutest snore you've ever heard.
Everything
What a
goes by
fucking
fine.
ugly snore.
That's not cute.
Renister.
-2, right?
Wear the damn hat.
2.
You're just lost in conversation with the gators.
Yeah. You guys,
You guys get a lot of fish out there?
yeah.
Not anymore. That Raiji was insane
There's
today.
no more fish.
Yeah. You can roll
Every fish.
perception, Eamon, and you can get your +6 for the sound bonus.
I like to imagine the opening of Finding Nemo, but with Raiji inserted where he's flipping on the fish.
14.
Yeah, goes by fine.
Just
Every so
sitting out,
often,
getting rained
though,
on.
there's movement in the water, but it ends up just being a fish or something.
Or a hooded guy with a knife.
I'm pretty unsettled by just all these gators lurking in the water.
Yeah, they're if you like,
Crocodiles,
even if they're
sorry.
not on your side, it's like they're very off.
Crocodiles freak me out at the zoo.
Yeah, they're
Like-
also very quiet and stealthy in the water. All of you would lose sight of them, especially Renister would lose sight of them quite often as they're
There's
just out
alligators.
there.
There's crocodiles here?
You just realize you're talking to yourself.
Yeah, you
I think
don't. You think you don't realize that you had crocodiles helping
Yeah.
you on your watch. But yeah, what did you get, Reggie?
I haven't rolled yet. Can Basil help?
Yeah,
I mean, they just do their
Yeah.
own thing, but
I can roll for.
I just figured I might as well say it because they
Yeah,
have
yeah.
the hearing thing.
Zuma went missing hours ago.
you wake up and there's just Zumo's corpse. It's just floating in the water.
There's
no one
somehow
noticed.
already a missing
When Raiji
poster.
jumped on
No, the
him,
crocodile just ate him.
when Raiji jumped on him, he crushed him.
Broke his
Where
back a
are
little
their
bit.
perceptions
It's a -1, right? Yeah.
Circumstance, yeah. Sorry.
19.
Okay.
Oh.
No, that was his roll.
Oh. Where?
Just slide.
It's a +4, so +2 then.
Yeah. Did you just wink at me, you little
Wait,
freak?
they don't have hats?
No, they don't have fucking hats.
That one.
They
Damn it, Basil.
evolved in the swamp.
yeah, it's
so-
Basil's fault. Sure.
Yeah. So
I hope you're rolling.
they
with
all go by.
the enemies having a -2 as well.
Well, they don't need.
They're
roll
all wearing
perception.
hats.
They're all rolling stealth.
They all have rice patty
Oh,
hats.
there's 8 Kruths and they all have hats.
They all have sombreros.
Yeah.
We're fighting a mariachi band.
You. The next day comes by. Everyone gets a full rest.
Cool.
All right. Getting rid of all my alchemist fire.
I'm no longer wounded.
That's a good call.
Yep.
That's actually a really good.
They're in the-
good-
they're in the
really good
water.
Thing that you didn't. Yeah.
I had 6 alchemist fire. I'm like, hey, we should go tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
That's
the
fair.
tree is now, or the Kruth is now a tree, and we're fucked.
Fuck.
Yeah. Actually, you wake up and there's no water anywhere. Phosphorus.
Oh, no.
There's only trees, and they're all
But yeah,
wearing hats.
why don't you guys roll? Well, one of you roll. Who rolled the first d12?
I did.
Okay. Someone else roll d12 to determine the weather for today.
I got it.
Damn it!
What'd you
You
get?
got a 12, didn't you?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Monsoon!
Our first torrential downpour.
I'm glad I can roll high on that
Good thing
one.
we waited till today, huh, lads?
Yeah. So, like, as your shift,
Beautiful.
We could wait another
Should we just
day.
wait another day?
You could, yeah.
That'd
As
be
your-
pushing it, but
as your guard, as your watch happens, Raiji, progressively for the I believe it's 2 hours if there's 4 of you. it turns into just like an absolute downpour. And there's a -4 circumstance penalty on perception checks, which is -3 for you two, and then Eamon doesn't get any of this, and everything is considered concealed to you no matter the distance.
Oh my god.
all should have been Tempest Oracles.
Damn it.
Party of all.
Can I change my class?
We should wait for tomorrow.
Yeah,
But
that's
then
rough.
tomorrow's our one day.
What?
This is not good hunt. I don't
Yeah,
want to.
so now you have 5 days. Yeah, assuming no complications, travel should take you 3 days minimum.
Yeah, I don't want to hunt an apex predator when we can't really see it.
Yeah, that's not preferable.
I can see
Mr.
fine.
See through the rain.
Oh.
Due
Okay.
to no
So
alchemical effects.
you can see us get murdered then.
You can watch.
I thought you'd have an elixir for it. Sorry, man. It seems
You're
like
still
something you have a
catching
thing for.
You're on land trying to do
I thought
it.
you could do all the things I could do.
If I didn't need you for this
through
fight,
science.
you would be poisoned for the next 6 days.
Okay, calm down, children.
Nothing your science can't handle.
I mean, Bando's up and he comes through, so he's like, we're waiting this out, or?
Yes, it's
Yeah,
a little
probably.
rough.
Raiju finally comes inside. Wow, guys, it's raining hard out there.
Yeah.
Just
you guys want to set up in here for the day?
If you wouldn't mind.
Yeah. It'd be a bit cramped, but that's all right.
I'm gonna take the entire day just to try to go over the book and all the alchemical solutions he was going for, just to see.
I was gonna say he was gonna ask if you could help him make more of that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
why
it's
don't
like
you-
is it like storming or just like a torrential?
No, it's only rain.
downpour?
It's no like thunder, but
Yeah.
it's like raining so hard that like the door
It's a
you
rainstorm.
can hardly see outside. Whereas Eamon is just like, wow, that tree 500 feet away is mysterious.
That's no tree.
I could gust of
That's what
wind that
oracles do. We just
That's
think
a hat.
we just think things are mysterious.
But yeah, why
Another
don't
crocodile.
You make a crafting check, Phosphorus. Anyone else want to do anything for the day?
I would like to go do like Tempest Oracle things out in the rain.
Okay, like
You
dance and
fr-
sing
Just
and
like
frolic
just like
Frolicking naked.
just like make a rain angel.
in the mud.
It's called a mud
that
angel.
Classic oracle
What'd you
thing.
27.
Is that not 20?
No,
Okay, it sounded like you were going to lead with Nat.
if it's not 20, it's 29.
Yeah, okay. By the end of the day, he now has, including yesterday, he has 3 doses of this stuff. He does say it doesn't last that long. Probably about only a minute. So it's good that he's got 3
Do
doses.
I understand the recipe for this now?
Yes, but I will say it's only useful in the context of lycanthropy.
Yeah, but
yeah.
could I adapt it to like different types of lycanthropy?
Yeah, I mean, it would work on any sort of lycanthropy.
Okay.
Yes, and it obviously won't come into context anytime soon. But you can mark down that you have this.
Time
and
to tell you
get
guys.
the actual thing and what it does to you.
Shit.
No,
Eventually.
Register's never been a lizard.
No.
He's been a human this whole time.
Phosphorus is going to become the Martin Scully of this world, where he upcharges poor people with lycanthropy.
He buys the patent to lycanthropy.
Buys it. I own
Two
it.
lycanthropy?
Yeah, no, I didn't. I was hoping no one would bring that up. But yeah, so you are outside doing.
I would go, well, essentially just because my magic can course through the rain, my curse literally involves rain. It's
Yeah.
like the only thing it really involves is wind and rain.
Yeah.
Just because I haven't been in this kind of weather, I just want to go see if like I can find some kind of connection to it outside.
Yeah.
I know that like I by no means know my own abilities that well or my own connection to weather, but I know I've always had it, so I just want to go outside and see what happens.
Why don't you make a nature check with a +4 circumstance bonus?
Can I assist?
How?
14.
It's kind of up to you how much this affects you, because it's like mechanically there's no difference, right?
Yeah,
but
I
like,
wasn't planning to roll anything
maybe-
really, just to go.
maybe
do it.
Eamon feels like a calmer or like more control over his magic when everything's like this.
Or less.
Yeah, like either or. It's as you say, you are very weather based, but it doesn't. Other than like if you shoot out an electric arc, it's like you could practice like jumping it between raindrops as it falls. Everything goes slow mo like the Matrix. I'm good.
That'd be a good thing to do.
But yeah,
Practice some shit up there.
yeah, just like sling some spells.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, you just use me shooting lightning outside.
We don't. We definitely do not see you do
we
anything.
see shit.
You do see
You would
him, he's
see
just
lightning.
concealed. So it's just like hard to make.
You would
out
not see
details.
me, you would just see lightning around.
Oh, no.
Raiji
Oh
and
no!
Renistair,
The
what are
Cruel's
we-
here. They shoot lightning out of their hollow teeth.
What are we doing?
Exercising.
Okay.
I'm just
and it's
doing.
way cooler because it's in the rain.
Yeah, but I'm inside.
Okay.
I'd probably try to keep up with Raiji.
Okay.
Just a bro lift session.
I mean, you
It's
can-
a lot of like
you can-
one-handed handstand like push-ups.
You can keep up pretty well. But Raiji has you beat on just raw strength, but you have him beat on a little bit of on stamina and fortitude.
and
So,
athletics specifically.
Like
yeah.
jump over you repeatedly.
No!
It's kind of the difference of someone who has power lifted their whole life, but never been in like a boxing match. But you are like a trained boxer. You just know how to throw your weight better, even though he has more raw strength than you in most contexts.
Raiji, every time he looks over to me, it's just the Giga Chad meme.
Wow.
That's all he's
Eamon's
ever
more of a
seen.
bodybuilder.
Yeah, for sure.
What
Okay.
body are you building?
So why
From the
don't,
waist down, baby.
You guys, does anyone keep watch? Well,
I would
roll while I'm
try.
outside.
Yeah, that's fair. We'll skip the details. Nothing happens that night because even unless something has a way to see through the rain, like Eamon, something's probably not going to go out in this either.
Eamon just doesn't come back inside.
It just eats you.
He comes back with an alligator or a
Yeah.
crocodile.
So
hat.
why don't someone else roll a d12?
I got it.
Yeah, not me or John.
You might roll a 1. So
3.
Damn. Really, I hate that you guys waited out the first time some big
Makes
happened.
sense.
Yeah, it had to happen on a time where you had time to kill. Yeah, it's just a light rain.
This is way better.
So a -1 circumstance penalty to perception checks, so only Renister has that, and anything further than 100 feet is considered concealed, which is pretty far. So
Take that, God.
yeah. But yeah, so
get struck
through
by
the night
lightning.
it eventually lets up, and it's just a
what a weak
light
rain
little
enemy you
drizzle.
sent on us.
We critted that rain.
So the boat can fit up to 4 people. Bando's going to be in it. His name's Bando.
Yes.
Yeah, I said it right the first time. Losing my mind. If you want to pilot the rowboat, it is Bando will default be piloting it unless anyone wants to. But to make the check to do it, it is either athletics or sailing lore, which Eamon has sailing lore, and you're an athletics boy. It can fit up to 4 people. You guys have 2 strider mounts, and anyone who wishes to ride a crocodile can get a crocodile mount if they so wish.
I want to ride a crocodile.
I'm in the boat.
Or Basil. I guess I'll ride Basil if she's left alone.
I ride crocodile.
Okay.
Eamon got inspired by seeing them work out, and he wanted to kind of burn some calories too. So he's like,
What's my crocodile's name?
I can row for a bit.
So you want to pilot the ship?
Sure.
Okay.
I will no longer be healing any of you. I'm the pilot now. If we're stuck there in combat, it's like, thank God I can't sling any spells because I'm like moving us around. So I would definitely like it'd be fun in game to move us to the spot, but get out of it once
Yeah,
we're in
but
combat.
what if you get ambushed?
That thing's dumb because it knows there's boats, not a not a lizard. That
A
it-
leopard.
Well,
Not
I mean,
a
not
leopard.
like it wouldn't. I'm not meaning that it just comes.
Oh
from
shit! The boat
but-
has leprosy.
Eamon doesn't understand animals. He wouldn't chase after the boat. He only knows the boat's here because it's
No, he'll mistake
echolocation.
it for a turtle, just like surfers.
To answer your question, Renister, the crocodiles don't have equivalent names in common because they only interact with. There's no other people around to like have
they're
them names.
fucking
Name's
dumb.
his snap.
Yeah, so like they have what like Bando
name's-
calls them things in like a certain way of like how you would speak to a lizard.
Yeah,
so they
but
don't
I'd be
really
able to
have equivalent
translate that. I guess I'll just call him his snap.
names. Sure.
Make it shorter so we can yell for it and help. Like Dave.
Yeah, HS.
HIV.
Hiss.
His snap.
Okay.
Just shorten it all the way.
So, Eamon, Phosphorus on the boat.
Can I be in the front of the boat looking out
Mm-hmm.
through the...
Zumo staying behind, coming with. No one's riding him.
Let's. You know what?
Can you do the splits between 2?
Yes.
No.
Jean-Claude Van Damme
Not
style?
how that works.
Are we going to leave
I-
behind
I-
the Striders?
I kind of want to leave the Striders, right?
They
Take
were
two
such a help
crocodiles.
last time.
This time they will be mounts, so you can just use their speed more than anything.
Wait,
Yeah.
If you're riding them as a mount,
What's the
they're
speed on
no
a
longer
crocodile?
minion.
20 feet.
For swim?
Melee
25
boys need
feet.
the speed more than range boys.
Crocodiles are quicker in the water.
Let's leave our mounts back there, and
And
I'll
you
take
go-
a
yeah,
crocodile
you go
as well.
We got to make sure they're safe.
I
Let's
also
lock them
imagine
in the dungeon.
Raiji just kind of stands on top of the crocodile.
Word.
like a surfboard.
Yes.
Really putting pressure on a single point.
The
in
other,
back.
the other thing of note, you will never have to make this check because you can communicate with
Right.
them, but you will need to make a nature check every time you tell it to do something. Your level of success will be increased by 1 each time, though. 'cause
What
it's
if we just
friendly
bring
to
a
you.
bunch of crocodiles and I can just
Can I
stand
try-
up and I can just run on their
We
backs?
Can I
weave them
try-
together like a raft.
Yes.
Can I try to, or is it more of a matter of understanding?
There's nothing that you can do to help because
Oh.
in the spur of
From
the
my
moment, giving the order to like move forward is like 2 seconds. So there's nothing. No amount of translating will do anything.
I meant more so to convince it, but is this more of a
No,
matter
it's more of
of
a just like
That's
understanding and like
okay,
getting
yeah.
it. The reason why the level of success is upgraded each time is because they're animals that understand.
Gotcha.
And are like aren't they're not really trained for this, but like you and Bando can like give it the information. It's
Right.
just basically the DC is the check for it will be 10.
Gotcha.
So I don't know what your plus is to nature, Raiji.
3.
Yeah, so basically you have to roll a nat 1 for it to not listen to you. Because critical, your success level is upgraded by 1. So for it to just not listen, you would need to critically fail. So it's still
John never rolls nat
literally
ones.
a 95% chance that you're good.
Don't
So
throw that out in
surely
the universe.
you wouldn't immediately fail. the
There's
first
no way
check.
you could fail,
Surely.
fall in the water and drown.
Surely going into combat would not.
2 crocodiles. He has some basic, just like leather barding. It's less of a saddle and more of something to like strap your legs to it. So you, as they move through the water, there's no chance of you to just slide off their scales. Zumo and Basil just stay behind, keep watch over the hut. Surely I wouldn't send the Kruth only there and to murder them.
We lock them in the dungeon.
Yeah. If you do that, I think I'm going to kill the actual DM.
Good. And then Eamon and Phosphorus, yeah, are on the boat.
It's all right. I'm forgettable.
Bando would not like to bring any more crocodiles because they're specifically being targeted, and he would not
Right.
like to put any more in danger. So yeah, why don't all of you roll perception? We're gonna steer with a -1 circumstance penalty.
Why don't you have a hat also? Fuck off.
23 for a natural 20.
10. 11, sorry.
9.
6.
Yeah, so Phosphorus, after about
Out
2
into the
hours
world.
of just kind of moving through and just casing just taking a wide swath of the south area, probably distance-wise, you're about an hour out, but it takes you 2 hours because you're not just going in a straight line from the hut, that is. You find what looks like a knocked over tree, not a very big one of the smaller ones, probably only 12, 15 feet tall. It has slash marks on part of it, and a faint trail of blood in the water leads further southwest.
I'll just point it out.
Yeah, it's easily identified once he points it out. It's a ways off when you see it, but you can all go up and you see that.
Perfect. Let's follow it.
Okay.
I draw out my
Who
shield.
would like to make the survival check to follow it? And would anyone like to assist the person making it?
Can I assist him?
Yeah, so you make a survival check first, Phosphorus.
7.
So Phosphorus keeps chiming in, and you're just trying to hone in on this.
He's backseat driving.
Yeah, basically. So you roll with a -1 circumstance penalty.
You're going to lose it. You're going to lose it.
12.
Phosphorus is actually colorblind, so he thinks that it's just everywhere.
God damn it, dude. I rolled not good anyway.
He keeps just saying, ask for directions.
Just
For this,
No, I got it. I got it. I got
track
it.
shit.
So after about 10 minutes of following the trail, you just lose it, and you begin to double back to get where it was. But Renisteer and Eamon, both of you see something. It looks like it has got 60 feet away from. If all of you are facing the same direction, we'll say facing roughly south. it's coming from your guys' west, so all of your rights. You just see something massive shadow under the water moving quickly towards you guys. We're going to roll for initiative.
Okay,
Guys!
I do just want to say I did say I pulled my shield out before this.
Okay.
I would
assume all of you.
Yeah, I would
Yeah, okay.
assume I wasn't without my
That's why I
sword.
didn't-
today.
that's why I didn't want to row.
To specify, I do have the hammer out this time.
So the very big shadow goes first, and only Eamon and Renister have noticed it. And it goes before any of you have a chance to call out to anyone. So what was your traveling? How are you traveling?
I'm on the boat.
Yes, and the two people who are riding crocodiles.
I would probably be on the right side of it, the boat.
Are you only saying that because you know the enemies are on the right side?
No.
Okay.
What's
I mean, I would have been on the other side.
Yeah.
Well, you're tracking, so you'd probably be in front.
True.
So we're
True. But we like doubled back. I guess I don't know where the enemies are. So
Yeah, no, I just said the right side.
We're still bickering.
yes.
You
I know.
need directions.
I know how to see
Yeah,
blood.
pretty
I
much.
know how to see blood.
So it
He's trying to ratatouille you, pulling your hair.
I made a great spaghetti.
uses one action to swim closer, and as it leaves, you see that there is a second, smaller shadow.
Oh, no.
Where it kind of quickly moved forward from.
He's chasing a crocodile.
And then in one swift motion, basically one action, it just swims up and it attempts to bite into Renister's crocodile.
Do I
you
see
just
this?
sink because you have heavy armor?
Yeah, now
Is that
all
a
of
thing?
it is no longer. Yeah, all of you can see this. What's its AC?
16.
Got a 20 to hit, not natural.
Okay. Glimpse of redemption.
You protect that crocodile with your life.
Yeah, it's not the smartest, so it will just take the not hit because it is just like so shocked at the
A
magic
woman.
on display that it like. So the woman appears and pulls the blindfold as this thing breaches, and it just like stops because it's bestial and just doesn't know what's happening. So it just
What does
loses
it
that
look
attack.
like?
Can you describe
Can
in
it feel
detail again
guilt?
what the woman looks like?
Yeah, she looks like Lady Justice, so she's like a silver platinum tinged woman with with a scale like the weight in her
And
hand.
is it like a wispy, like
Yeah, I mean
image
spectral.
thing? Yeah,
She has
okay.
a sword in one hand and then a blindfold over her eyes, and she lifts the blindfold right and stares into this thing's
Bando's
eyes.
just like,
So this thing is roughly 12 foot long, brown scaled reptilian creature, has a face similar to a triceratops but no horns, instead having 4 rows of massive sharp teeth, 2 foot long claws extend from each of its 4 legs, and a massive tail covered in lengthy spikes thrashes in the water.
Whoop.
And it tried to bite. And
Renister, talk it down.
it has 1 action left, and it'll just bite again.
We can talk about this.
We're not so different, you and I.
It does get the -2, doesn't it? Now
The -2.
because it's. Oh no, it did. Never mind. It didn't choose to fight. I'm overthinking.
Yeah, it chose not
Okay.
to hit.
Just ignore me.
Yeah.
Really?
Because it's raining.
Just ignore me.
It's not wearing a hat.
21 to hit.
Okay, it does hit. Same place.
The lady takes off the blindfold, puts it on
Same
the
place?
creature.
He's attacking the
Crocodile,
light ride.
yes.
Yeah, okay.
23 damage.
Oh, he's bloodied.
And then
How deep?
as he bites in, one of its tooths break off. And
Oh, yeah.
this crocodile is now going to take 1d6 persistent bleed damage and is drained 1.
In case that goes down 1.
And neither can be healed while the tooth remains in it. And it is a DC something check to administer first aid, which is a 2-actioned medicine action to get the tooth out. And that does not remove the drained. It does remove the drain condition, but does not remove the bleeding. It just allows the bleeding to be gone after that. So as the tooth does not go away, it just will continue to bleed.
Okay.
As it just comes out and it chomps into it and it basically manhandles this giant crocodile, and then lets
So
go
drain
as the
1,
tooth
that's
comes in.
max 1 down, and then
Max
current down.
2 down because it's a level 2 creature.
Oh, good.
Are you still
Current
on
2
it?
down. Yeah, he will be on it unless he unmounts.
Okay.
And then what clearly is a little baby one of these.
Oh, God.
That's roughly half its size.
has a
Looks
family.
exactly the same, except it's only like 6 feet long. It's not considered large. It's only considered medium. It will swim up It can't move as quick, though, and it just spends 2 actions to get within range to swiftly swim at Raiji's crocodile and try to bite it. And that is a 25 to hit.
Ooh, doesn't crit, thankfully.
Well, it's hidden, so it's flat-footed.
That crits, unthankfully.
Yes.
Great.
Your crocodile takes... Oh, get a reroll ones.
How deep is the water here? Do we have to be in a crocodile to not? Can we stand?
It would be probably about 10 feet.
I'm actually 10'8", so
No, you're not.
You can stretch at will.
10 damage.
I'm Luffy.
And then it has a similar effect, but weaker. The check to get rid of the tooth is smaller, and it's only a flat 1 persistent bleed damage instead of the 1d6 from the thing. Renaster, it's your turn. Just
So does my crocodile just immediately take the persistent damage?
Uh-huh.
Okay, it's probably going to die.
You said it's drained 1.
Yep.
No, yours is not
Mine's
because
not.
it's a baby it's a baby one. So
Yeah, you bitch.
4 bleed damage.
Oh my god.
It's got 1.
1 health. Fuck, I have no medicine skills. How far away am I from the boat?
You are right next to it, I would assume. I don't
Within
know
reach of
why.
Eamon?
Yeah. He said he was at the front. I don't know why you would be towards the back. Crocodiles
I only
about
heal
the same
friends.
size as the thing. Yeah.
Oh no.
So yeah.
Not their
why?
mounts.
What's up? What's going on?
Well, I don't think I have the capabilities to get this thing out of it, and if I don't, it's dead. So I guess I would say to Eamon,
Wait, what kind of check is it to get it out?
It's a medicine check.
Oh, son of a bitch.
yep,
To
It's
get
not
the
just
poison
a
out?
strength check.
to get the
tooth out,
and
so
then
that
it
you
can be
can
healed.
get
I
rid
think you
of.
do too much
just- you
damage
just-
there.
So I
Can't
just
just pull it.
I can't.
Just like
Can't just rip it out.
No, it's
Would kill it, right?
specifically a
Yeah.
medicine check. I mean, if you rip, the reason you can't rip it out is, as you described,
probably
that's
barbed in there or
incredibly
something.
dangerous to do to something that has something lodged in its wound. It takes precision
Yeah.
and care. It's a medicine check.
Well, Raiji does not have those things.
Is this? Well, I guess it's not pointing something out. So could I say to Eamon?
while Eamon
Uh-huh.
can use medicine, his medicine checks are not all that better than anybody else's. But that's okay.
I believe this is a trained medicine action. So if you are not trained in medicine, you can't even make the check.
I don't.
And I have
is
to
anyone
physically get
trained
over
in
to it, though?
medicine?
Huh?
Is
I
anyone
am.
even trained? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then no.
Also,
I don't
as
even-
mentioned, Bando is.
okay. But then I would say
He
to
also
both.
knows how to best take care of
I would
his
just
animals.
say this crocodile needs help. It's beyond my capabilities.
Yeah. It's,
And I will-
It's almost just dead in the water, basically.
Yeah, I will turn around.
I mean, it's right by you.
Yeah, but I'm figuring. Oh, it's right next to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's
Then I'll
right on your right.
raise my shield.
Okay.
Schwang.
Swang. Slayer strike.
Okay.
That's so
Negative
metal.
or positive damage? Negative. There's no way this thing would take positive damage.
Okay. Yeah.
You'd be
negative.
aware of that.
Negative.
It's just a beast.
Right.
It's a fucked up one, but it's just
Yeah.
a beast.
It's just a beast.
Reroll.
Tis a wee
Yeah, I was in
beast.
that one.
Okay.
I suck at combat. This fucking sucks.
No. What'd you get?
Fucking 9.
Yeah, no, that's a miss. That was 3 actions.
Yep.
And we go to Eamon with Raiji on deck.
Vision of weakness on the cruel.
Okay.
It's a big one.
Curse
Truth.
goes up 1.
So my eyes glow. Curse goes up 1.
Any weaknesses?
I get a flash
Lowest.
into any weaknesses. I learn them as well as which of its 3 saving throw modifiers is the lowest.
Will is the lowest. And no weaknesses.
Will is its lowest and no weakness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I will cast Horizon Thundersphere first
Okay.
level on this thing.
Word.
Try to startle it away.
So 2 action. 'cause that's all you
So
got left.
I gather my anime energy into my hand.
Are you attacking the little one?
Big one.
Big one. Okay.
Yeah. Roll the
And
hit.
I roll an attack. And it gives me a +2 status bonus for this attack because of
Word. Yeah.
Vision of Weakness.
So roll +8 now.
Yes. That is a 18.
That hits.
Okay.
This guy
That's
doesn't have a
sweet
shield.
lightning damage. No.
Thank God.
sorry.
You
let me
you
get
see
back
as
to
it
it real
raises
quick.
out, it raises its shield.
No, just as a tower shield.
Yeah. I mean, its head is kind of Triceratops.
It's
so
shield-like.
Shield, but it's,
I'm a little bummed I'm going to have to kill
All
the
right.
baby, but
I mean, it's still like a massive,
That's
ferocious
true.
beast.
I'm taller
It's
than
this-
it, though, so.
By 2 inches, yeah.
3, 4,
Okay.
It takes
5. I keep growing.
It takes 12 electricity damage.
Okay. Yeah, that puts you on its radar. Ooh.
Hopefully it's weak.
As I shoot this lightning ball into the water, and that is the end of my turn.
Yeah. It kind of just absorbs into the Triceratops-esque big faceplate, but it definitely hurts it, and it takes a note of this big ball of magic that hits it. Raiji, it's your turn.
Okay. I want to double slice.
Okay.
17.
That misses.
Fuck.
You're on the opposite side of the boat with the small one.
Oh,
right?
no, just kidding. That hits. I'm looking at the
Wrong
wrong
one.
one. I was looking at
Small
the big
boy.
boy. I was looking at the big boy.
Yeah, I was.
what is
that hits,
his
that hits, that
AC
hits.
then?
I was figured.
This one does have
I
a
figured
shield.
they were just
She,
like the same, I
mother.
guess. But
Yeah, that's my bad. That hits. Yes. that
okay.
hits.
Well, okay,
A
yeah.
single
So
dab.
17, and then the second one was a 23.
Those are 2 hits. No crits, just hits.
Okay,
So you're rolling
That's a-
4d6.
that's a
But a thing I always forget, when you hit with both of your swords, the second sword attack deals bonus damage because they're twin weapons.
what?
So you deal bonus damage if you hit with one of the swords and then again with one of the swords, a different one that is equal. It's not written anywhere because it's just the trait twin. It is the bonus damage is equal to the amount of damage die you roll. So it's additional 2 damage.
On okay
on the
for
second
the
hit.
sword. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
so
like, I'm rolling 4 dice.
Yeah,
that
so you
doesn't
roll
make sense.
4 dice and then you're guaranteed and
Gotcha.
then 2 more damage.
Gotcha. So guaranteed damage, I have 4 for the first one, and then 6 for the second one.
Yep, so 10.
So 10, and
then
then 1
your
and
rolls.
1
Yes.
for the electric and the cold damage that I do. So 12 guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's not bad. That is, it's 10 plus 8 plus 12. That's 30 damage.
How do you kill it? Because it has 30 health.
I probably just,
Cut its head off.
yeah, I just like flip my hook swords around and just guillotine the head off.
Uh-oh.
You actually miscategorized. That's
Yeah,
what
there's
the males look like.
As
in
soon as you cut it and it just kind of floats dead, you see the big one just notice that, and it lets out just a massive bestial roar. And then we move to Phosphorus' turn.
No, I still have an action.
Yeah.
Oh, you were correct. Yeah. What would you like to do?
Parry.
Okay.
Jump in the boat.
You throw your swords up.
I throw my swords.
My turn?
Your crocodile
And it
does
catches
take
him.
one persistent bleed damage. Just
Wouldn't that be on his turn? Oh, it is.
yeah,
yeah
it
no,
would
just
drop
happened.
them on accident.
Your crocodile takes 1 persistent bleed damage.
Ooh.
2 still in him. It's your turn, Phosphorus.
All right. So I have brought 15 dread ample bombs
Okay.
because I didn't know if anything else would work.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's when I say I throw a bomb, it's going to be that.
Okay.
Does the water give this thing any sort of cover?
No.
Okay.
It would if it was like lower, but it's on the surface.
Then I will use quick alchemy to make a quicksilver mutagen.
Okay.
Drink the quicksilver mutagen. I take 4 damage.
Is that 2 actions?
It is.
Okay.
And now I will throw a bomb.
Okay.
I get a +2 modifier to this.
Yeah. So Phosphorus quick throws some things together and then just chugs a vial. You
Is
see?
Bando the lowest in the
14.
order?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, 14 to hit, so it takes 4 damage. Mental.
Okay. Okay. And then we go to Bando, who will move to where he can reach the crocodile with 1 action, and then spend his turn trying to get rid of the. It's a 2-action move to get rid of the.
Does it heal it at all?
Nope. It will just get rid of the tooth to
So
make
he's
the
gonna-
persistent damage.
Yeah, no, it's
so
gonna
he'll,
die.
he'll still take it either way, but which he does get it out. You see him quick grab, just rip off a piece of his pants and like use it to kind of staunch the wound a bit as he gets the tooth out.
Does the mount go on their turn or at the end of their turn?
It will be the same as his turn. So as soon as Renaissier's turn comes,
Yeah,
he'll
it's just dead.
take the persistent damage. And he just tries to hold it there because, he doesn't know mechanics. So he's just holding the thing on. And he, just as his turn's end, he says, "You got any way to help this guy?" He looks to you, Renaissir.
I mean, I guess I don't know. Yes, I can help him.
And then we go to Big Boy, baby, or her baby. Yeah, it is
I was
going
hoping
to.
he'd have more for his.
It's going to move to you, Raiji,
What?
and then it's going to try to bite you.
Me or Gator?
You.
Okay.
Absolutely you. It is not dumb to the point where it thinks the gator killed its child.
Well, maybe we're attached. 18 is my AC.
That's a 30 to hit.
Fucking hell,
Go on, Zero
dude.
Redemption.
Was that a nat 20 or is that just...
Nope, that's just that high of a roll. Yeah, he is close enough
Yeah,
for Glimpse
Glimpse
of
of
Redemption.
Redemption.
Yeah, it's not deterred this time in any way. So it'll become enfeebled too.
Dude, I think that was its child.
No, that's the males in this. They're much smaller.
Oh. Lost a viable
Yep.
mate.
Yep.
So how much it is 2 plus your level?
We're 3? Sorry?
We're level 4.
oh,
yeah.
so he's 6.
Okay, so I'll reduce this damage by 6. Wow, I rolled 2 2s.
Oh, thank God.
Wow.
And it's also enfeebled too.
Are you?
Yes,
It's
yeah, that-
crit damage though.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
But that's still like literally the lowest
Good.
I could roll.
I don't.
crit.
I'm glad.
So that's
Thank you.
17 piercing damage. And you, again, will be taking... The tooth just gets lodged in. And you will be taking 1d6 persistent bleed damage and are drained 1 until someone gets that tooth out.
And that
then,
just means I go down by.
your level.
My
Drain condition value by your level. So max health and current health go down by 4. As it
And it was
bites into
17?
your leg. Yeah, 17. As it bites into your leg, and again, a tooth just lodges in and stays, and then it will just come up and try to rake across your chest with a claw. And that is a 17 to hit,
Oh, that misses.
which just misses, yeah. So you just get your sword in the way to catch the claw and parry it away. And then we go to Renisteer.
A crocodile dies.
Yep.
That's 1. It doesn't matter.
Yep. Crocodile just goes limp in the water.
Am I still like sitting on it or am I falling?
Yeah.
Okay.
It'd be an action to unmount.
Until its gullet starts filling up with water.
You probably got, if you don't get off at this turn, it will like start.
But I'm saying, so I'd have to unmount and then move to the boat.
Yeah.
You're like right next to the
getting
boat, though.
off something. You're literally tied to it. Is why.
Right. Okay.
So you
I'd
wouldn't fall
unmount
off of-
and I would get on the boat.
Okay.
It's pretty focused
Yeah,
on
it is.
me
It is focused on you. I'm gonna hit it.
for some reason.
Okay. Yeah. It'd be just within range. Yeah.
Racist. We were just
What?
talking about
Yeah,
this.
Cruise are one of the things.
Croots
They
are
just
one of the weird
hate
things
genies.
that hate genies.
Don't hit.
Okay. Good to know.
Wait, is he not flanking it?
No, you'd be all kind of at an angle.
Okay.
On its like left side. You would have taken 2 less damage. I forgot to reduce it by enfeebled as well. Oh, did you reduce it by his resistance that he gives you as well? I don't think I did either of those.
No,
So
he
you
gives me a
took-
resistance.
You took 8 less damage, so restore 8 health. Because 6 from Glimpse of Redemption, and then 2 less because it's a strength-based attack. And
Is
he-
Raiji bloodied?
No, no, that was huge.
his leg is bleeding with a big tooth in it, which is because you're taking persistent bleeding
Yes.
damage. But he is not bloodied.
He's
in
bleeding,
terms of-
not bloody.
I'm doing a lot as
Yeah.
far as not outside of hitting the fucking thing.
Amen. It is your
I'm
turn.
at 39 health out of a max of 51, which is lowered now. But
I would like to wield my staff and just thrust it towards it and use hydraulic push.
Okay. Yeah.
So water begins to just like spin around the end of my staff and just shoot forward in a hydraulic push towards it.
That's an attack roll, I believe,
Yes.
and it is cast at the highest level you can cast. So 2nd level.
So just it doesn't really say much on here as far as 2nd level with that.
It would do more damage. It should be in.
Just the height and +1. It means 2nd level.
Yeah, it would do more damage. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. I'm gonna re-roll that one.
Right, you can pull another card for killing its offspring in front of it.
That is
hurrah for murder!
Child
that
killer.
is 14.
Child, kill.
That will not hit.
Okay,
So
Infanticide.
the water just goes a bit over it.
just a miss.
Yeah, and
Just
just
knocks
hits
Raiji
into
over.
the water. Yeah.
Whoa!
When I say miss, I mean you critically hit. Right.
Oh no!
Okay,
So 2. I mean, I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna ask.
that's 2 actions. Yes.
Okay.
Then I will use Tempest Touch on it,
Okay.
and
Yeah, you can reach it. Yeah.
yeah, it just has to make a Fortitude save.
You know, John, I just realized on the bright side, no one can ever accuse us of cheating on our rolls.
It got us. He got a 26, which I believe is a crit
Really
success.
shitty cheaters.
Yes.
We don't understand.
So nothing happens.
Yes.
It's like
my
golf,
curse goes up.
the
Yes.
lower
Yes.
number.
yes.
So now, pretty much
Eamon
everyone
has done nothing.
in the boat is now in this. It doesn't affect you in any way, really, currently, but wind is whipping around.
I have a
in
hat,
ways.
so
I do too.
I said in the boat, and you're not in the boat.
I'm in the boat in spirit.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
I'm more.
Oh,
There's a
with them.
spirit version of Raiji doing
Phosphorus.
hand push-ups on the boat.
No, just like
Raiji, it's your turn.
just like a Jedi
You're right.
ghost.
First, you take 6 bleeding damage,
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
and your crocodile takes 1.
Ooh.
I wish I was bit by the smaller one and not the bigger one.
Okay, what are you doing?
I'm gonna double
Slice.
slice.
Okay.
Double slice. Ooh, that was really fucking good.
But they both miss.
No, that was actually the best I've rolled in a long time.
What'd
Glad
you
one
get?
of the frontline boys is having a good time.
First
okay, I haven't done
one
anything
is
either,
it's a 26
missed.
and a 23 to hit.
Both hit. No crits, just hits.
Okay, yeah, I figured that. I rolled a 19 and an 18 on the die.
That's the name of my boxing club.
Actually, it's really good.
No crits,
19
just
and
hits.
18.
23 damage.
It's dead, right?
Yeah, no, it is. It's not bloodied. You are striking against the hide,
Don't worry, if this thing tries to throw anything at us, the wind will
making
just...
progress, but non-visual progress.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna parry for my last action again.
Okay, yeah,
I think
absolutely.
that's probably the
Throw him
smartest
my
move.
shield.
So it is my turn now.
Yes.
Okay. First thing I do is I play a card.
Okay. Hero card,
Healing
yes.
Prayer. So, Raiji will get 1d8 plus 8 hit points.
We're talking to the mic.
I thought I was. Got
You
one.
You talk like this a lot.
I like it's like
You gotta go
Even a little bit goes from this
Yeah.
to this.
I'm
Yeah.
playing Healing Prayer. Raiji gets 1d8 plus 8 hit points.
Okay.
You gain 11 hit points.
What does that look like?
He has taken my role.
Pull out a bottle and I just throw it at him.
Shattering against his head.
It just sinks into his pores.
Yeah.
That
And
didn't
then-
feel bad.
The only guy in Phosphorus prays to is alchemy.
He would have got
Absolutely.
he would have
Yeah.
got 16 health, but the glass shards.
And
Yeah, I would have pulled the tooth out.
Kisses it and makes the crucifix and throws it.
and I pull out a pedal. I put it in my next bomb and I toss it.
Okay.
You throw it at him, right?
That's 2 actions.
Yeah, 4.
4 to hit?
It takes 4 damage.
Oh, okay. I was like,
I rolled 3. So there goes that pedal. I should just threw 2
Everyone,
bombs.
but when John does good, the world cries.
I mean, the only
Exactly.
The only saving grace is I can consistently do 4 damage.
Yeah.
every
So
time I
that's
throw a bomb.
2 actions. Third action.
That's 3. Oh no.
Yeah, that's
right.
That
I'll throw my
card
second
shouldn't have been
Okay, 4 more damage.
okay.
Little by little, I whittle them away.
John, the sucker of luck.
Okay.
Oh, I am the luck sucker.
Bando will down one of those potions
Ah.
because you're very clearly bleeding. Actually, he has to take 2 actions to do that because he got pulled out and he's got to take it.
So I can't heal him from this bloodiness because the tooth is in him, so he just won't stop bleeding until
Yeah.
the
Well, I
tooth
mean,
is removed.
persistent damage will just go away on a flat check. He's just not making flat checks to get it to go away because he can't get it to go away until the tooth's gone.
Yeah, I need somebody to take the tooth out.
Um,
And the guy that is really good at medicine
currently having a
You
has
mean the guy who has a +2 to medicine?
no, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking
He's talking
about
the guy
guy
who's trying not to eat
Yeah.
Raiji instead of healing.
the guy that's really good at medicine sees my blood and wants to devour me.
Yeah, no,
So-
we're not talking
would,
about Eamon.
Would treat wounds give me a bonus on that at all?
no, it is.
If I were to use a medicine pack
no, I
with
mean,
battle medicine?
the only way you can do it is if you have a healer's kit.
Oh, so no one else even has a healer's kit.
Bondo would have brought one.
Okay.
I have
I
one.
guess I didn't specify that, but he wouldn't not have come out with healing supplies.
Okay.
And then he will use his third action to take out the healer's kit in preparation to help you, but he can't do it this turn. He just preempted to hopefully not turn when he gets to you. And he did pass his first check because
Cool.
he's going to bite you.
The creature pulls out a
Um,
medicine kit and taunts you with it.
Yeah, and then this thing is going to go for the old...
Razzle dazzle.
RKO.
The crocodile roll.
I want Randy Orton to just save me.
Yeah, it'll try to...
no, he's
It'll,
not
it'll,
saving you.
It climbs
Randy,
up to
no.
the top rope.
try to take another chunk
Isn't
out of you.
Feebled 1 currently then?
Yep. That is a 24 to hit.
Glimpse of redemption.
Okay.
Vanessa just screams it every time.
No.
You're lucky I didn't get that on the crit rolls. 29 piercing damage.
It was okay.
So wait, it decided to attack then?
Oh yeah,
I said
I
glimpse of-
apologize.
yeah,
It decides to attack. It's
And
still
then-
mad
So-
enough.
and
so
then-
-6, -2, so 29,
It's
23.
enfeebled 3 right now.
No, the conditions do not stack.
Oh,
you
okay,
just
it's
take
back to
whichever's
2 then.
higher.
It's
So
back
now
to
it's
2.
just
Eamon
back
looks to
to
Renastier and says, "Throw me over there."
No.
No.
So you again, the lady appears.
If I don't
this
get that
time-
tooth
now
out,
I'm
we're gonna be
bloodied.
fighting a.
Word. This time he just bites through the lady, but still, the magic lingers and it shrivels up just a bit. And then it will swipe at you with its claws,
It's really cold water. He shriveled up a bit.
which is a
The only way Eamon can
21
get there is to
hit.
jumping.
Jesus,
to
why did I parry?
Is that with the enfeebled?
A 19 to hit.
Yep.
I tried, man.
Can we just have Bando put a blindfold on so he doesn't see the blood?
How's
Just
he
close
gonna,
your eyes.
How's he gonna get the thing out?
Get what thing out?
The
He's
tooth.
probably not going to go do it. I'm probably going to go do it.
Oh, he's preparing to go do it.
Yeah, no, I go before him.
Yeah, well, I'm about to be unconscious, so
13 damage.
Is that with the reductions?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, I'm mortal.
And then the tail will just thrash about, and it. I guess Renastier would be the closest because you swung at
Oh,
it. So
good.
it'll Possibly, that's an 11 to hit.
No.
Okay. Renastier, it's your turn. As
Here
this
I
thing
go
is just
again, the Wonder
thrashing
Boy.
at this thing. Okay, so what are you doing?
You've stopped like
This is your mount, Renastier.
Raiji?
No, the lizard.
No,
We're fighting.
Oh, I control.
jump on its
Mount
back.
it.
Oh, the crew.
It's yours.
I was like,
Talk
you
it
guys
down.
left
Like
that
I
as-
said, talk it down.
It's an angry creature. And he murdered his child.
I did do that.
You can make more.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Who saw it? Who has the videotape?
I didn't
Yeah.
see it.
So
I
what
didn't see a
what are you
thing.
doing?
Security
Renastier?
cameras on the trees.
I'm going to try intimidating glare.
Okay, yeah. Give me a intimidation check.
I would really love if somebody could kill his other baby so he could look at that.
He has more than one baby?
No, there's
I puppeteer
This
its
whole time
corpse
I've been
and
like,
then
what?
pretend to kill
Yeah.
it. Okay. Unnatural 20.
that you frighten it. Frightened 2
Yes, I believe so.
is honestly. No, just
You let out your
frighten
own
one. I'm thinking of
reptilian
the fear
roar.
spell. You just frighten 1. I'm done.
Yeah, okay. Okay. We're going to go again. Slayer's strike.
Okay, yeah.
Negative damage.
We still have the flail out. What do we?
No,
have?
I have the hammer.
Hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hammer.
16.
That will not hit. We then move to Eamon.
Eamon will drop his shield and his staff in the boat
Okay.
and jump across to Raiji.
I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, but pulling out your healer's kit will be an action.
Even if I drop my other stuff.
Yes, those just won't cost actions. So there's no conceivable way you can make the check on him this turn. Because
Why?
you'd have it takes 2 actions to make the check, and you'd either have to spend an action to get the kit out and an action to get there.
So
Can
that
you
means
just-
Only
can you just heal
one
me?
Left.
I can just heal you, yeah, but what I'm trying to prevent is Bando jumping over, seeing you
Yeah.
bloodied, and you being right next to him.
I mean,
while
He's
he
already
comes.
close enough. He's making his check every turn, regardless of whether he's
and
close or not.
and he took the thing. I mean, it's like I don't know. He's gonna do it. Like if he fails his check, it's gonna happen.
Okay, well, Eamon doesn't do that. And he
So it doesn't drop anything.
doesn't try to get the thing out of you. And he will just heal you. Second level. So
2 action.
2d8 plus 8. Yep.
2d8 plus 16.
2d8 plus 16.
I like that better.
Max.
That's a 1.
You fool! You jinxed it.
That's a 6.
Okay.
So 7 plus 16, 23.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
that's a hit.
the mist, right? The mist comes flying out
Yes.
of
Did
him.
I misunderstand? You can heal with this thing inside you?
You
Yeah,
just
you can
can't
heal.
heal the.
You just can't
Oh,
get- you just
no,
can't-
I could have healed my
you just
fucking
can't get rid of the
I kept
Drained.
thinking that, but I thought you knew more than.
I thought
Yeah.
I thought you couldn't heal.
You
That's
just
why I
can't
didn't
get
heal
rid
my
of the
crocodile.
drained or the persistent bleed
Yeah.
damage. Can't go away until the tooth's
I
gone.
misunderstood. Well, rip crocodile.
Just don't show you have healing abilities in
But,
front of Bando, and you can pull this off.
Yeah. But what's
You go heal the other crocodile, will be
Christ.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So, yeah, 2 actions.
Is there anything I can do to assist Bando in any way with 1 action or no?
I would allow a action recall knowledge to see if you can like yell a pointer to get this out. That would give him a circumstance
Okay.
bonus.
Pull
So you
upward.
could, I don't think any of your lore would
Tweezers.
apply, so just a medicine
Tweezers.
check.
Pull it out of the leg.
Tourniquet. Make a tourniquet.
It's a 12.
Scalpel.
I'll give him a +1 circumstance
Okay.
when he gets there.
Yeah.
Raiji. This
Okay.
mist
You got to
kinda
stuff the wound.
covers all of your wounds a bit. and
Use your socks.
begins to close them up, but I don't know if you're still bloodied, but you're still bleeding either way.
Yeah.
Stuff it like a turkey.
Double slice, I assume, is what's
I
happening
am
here?
double sized.
Okay. I am double size.
I am double sized. If I get rid of 1 card, does that re-roll both of my double sizes?
No.
It's
Just
not.
rerolls 1. No.
Okay. Can I use 2 cards?
Yeah, you can reroll both of them.
Sweet. Okay. Well, one of them was it was a 15 plus 7, 22.
That hits.
The other one was a nat 20.
Ooh.
That misses.
And that was my second one. Awesome.
My scales eat crits.
So probably just do them separately. First one, just roll the damage so you know what you're rolling
Yeah.
for the. But you just also get the additional, so 7 guaranteed for your second attack because of the twin trait.
Yep. And so this one is 8 plus 5, 13.
Okay, 13, and then now you can reroll ones. You're doubling the dice, and then adding 7.
Okay. Doubling the dice. 7 plus 7 plus 7, so 21.
21 plus 13.
21 plus 13, 34.
34.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I like hitting.
You've stopped bleeding and you've
Yeah,
bled
Jesus
the others.
Christ, dude! The melee DPS has finally made melee DPS.
Well, I've hit every time.
Yeah.
Also, the
Where
fact
has this been the whole time? Eamon shouts from the boat.
I just remembered how to use my swords.
You've been holding them backwards, like the sharp side is facing the other leg.
I'm holding the blades.
Raiji, what is it like to hit something?
Yeah, so you bring both of your blades down and rake across its side and just cut it open as it starts to bleed into the water.
Yeah.
2 actions.
You know what? Fuck it. I may regret it, but I'm gonna flurry of blows
Whoa.
with my regular I'm not stance. So
You also couldn't really kick because your feet are. What?
dude,
2 nat 20s?
No,
Oh.
I got a nat 20 and an 18 minus 1 is a 17, which I think misses.
What, 8? Yeah, 17 will miss, but that's still a crit for the other one.
Yeah.
Because the AC you would still hit, so you still crit. Yeah.
John
Fuck it.
came to win.
Yeah.
Apparently, dude.
go.
I
So, yeah.
started out by nat 20ing the like to understand what this creature is.
Yeah, you got this fucking thing's number, dude, and its kids.
Ever since you heard about it back in the day, you've been training for this moment.
This is what I'm going to
Sounds
leave
really
the
strong.
campaign
John's
now.
gonna make a new character after this.
So long, guys. My
Yeah.
arc's complete.
So you're
Okay,
doubling the
so
dice. Yeah.
6 doubled, 12
Yeah.
plus 4, so that's 16, and then I would also stunning strike with that,
Okay.
or stunning fist, so it has to make a DC 16 fortitude saving throw.
Will
It
save.
critically succeeds with just its roll
Okay, well,
with a 27. You had 16 damage. I'm sorry.
yeah. This thing has high fortitude. That's bullshit. It doesn't look like it has good fortitude at all.
Okay.
Weird.
Yeah. So you that mist covers Raiji, and then he just goes to fucking town on this thing. He
My
slashes
healing
it
inspired
twice.
you.
Yeah, and then he just takes the blunt side of his blade and just like smacks it twice on the top of the head, and it like reels a bit back. And then we go to Phosphorus.
Okay, 3 bombs. That is
Okay. Yeah. He pulls up.
We gotta get
that
you a
is
little
12
like
splash damage.
Okay. None of them hit. Okay.
God damn it.
Slowly but surely.
Hey man,
John's just a succubus.
You are
of
dependable, if
dice
anything.
rolls.
I mean, yeah. So as did you take your persistent damage on that turn?
Oh, I didn't. It was 6, right?
I don't think so. I didn't roll.
Oh.
It's a D6. So you take 4. Your crocodile takes 1.
Okay. Yeah, my crocodile was just taking 1, so I guess I assumed, but
Yeah, no. This one's a roll. The big boy is a D6. The little ones just do a flat
Is your
one.
crocodile bloodied?
No, my crocodile's still kicking pretty well. And you said 4 for me?
Yes.
Okay.
I cannot wait till there is a moment in this train where there's chaff for me to hit.
So yeah, you add as soon as you
And
finish
there's 2
hitting-
zombies with them.
As soon as you finish hitting Raiji, just 3 bombs just miss in a triangle around it. But
After getting healed earlier
yeah.
from that same looking move. Stop healing it!
they splash, and the mist hurts its head. And then we go to Bando, who will action move, jump into the water, and get close to your leg. Raiji, he resists turning into a were-crocodile.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you resist.
He rips your leg off.
And then he will make the medicine check with a +1 circumstance bonus
Thought I was
to
resisting
get
pulling
rid
the
of the
thing out.
And he rolls a 4 in the die, so he does not get it out.
Fuck.
But he's working on it.
Jumped over.
It wouldn't have mattered
and then we
either
go
way.
up to this big thing, and it is going to.
Surely it wouldn't want to hit little old me anymore.
It's got a headache, so it runs away.
It does also have
If it reaches the nearest
it does
Walgreens
also
for
have a fear
ibuprofen.
condition and enfeeble one.
Oh yeah, if it will down. You're right.
And it's never seen a drought before.
It. It doesn't have the intelligence to know what that even means. It will try to bite Raiji.
Okay.
23 to hit.
Okay.
Glimpse.
This lady's doing work.
Yeah.
It is cooled off just enough to pull back.
Okay.
And it does not do anything
Cool.
because it's still thrown off by this
Okay.
ethereal magic lady that appears.
Are you rolling with a -2 as well?
A -1 now, but yes,
Well, it's because also feared and enfeebled.
they don't stack. It will attempt to bite you again.
Okay.
It's a 16.
That doesn't hit. Didn't even have to parry.
Finally get out of the way a bit. And then it will... Yeah, it will dive... No, it'll swing a claw at Bando. And that hits for sure.
This is where we find out Bando was just a regular dude.
He cured his lycanthropy. He just gets a 1 shot. Bando takes some damage. Nothing too crazy.
He doesn't appear to be bleeding profusely.
It was from a claw.
Yeah, I meant he's not bloody.
He's not bloodied, no. He's not bloodied.
I think he also
Not
had
bloodied
some-
nor
I
bleeding.
think he also has some like resistances.
Renisteer.
Rennie.
This thing is still right by Raiji and his crocodile. Bondo's now in the water right by it. And everyone else is on the
I
boat.
like how I'm still doing my job, but it's the most passive job in the world. So
Right
I'm-
here with you, buddy.
I mean, I would have been unconscious like 5 turns ago if you had not been doing that.
What? I'm assuming he's not with. I'm assuming Raiji's not within reach. Or I
to
couldn't.
touch?
Yeah.
No, probably not.
With a single movement.
Yeah, you got to get in. You'd have to get in the water though, because you're already at the edge of the boat.
Can you just clap this dude?
Well, I can try.
Clap these cheeks?
I can try. Oh, This is gonna suck so bad when I miss, but I'm gonna activate my hammer.
And then Slayer Strike.
I'm gonna Slayer Strike all in one blow.
Okay.
Do you have a card?
No,
You got this.
no, I don't.
What is it with your
15.
bliss? No, that doesn't.
I can't fucking
Sorry,
hit
man.
anything.
Damn it.
This table, we just can't hit shit.
Yeah, so you spark up your sword and it glows with
It's a
negative
hammer, but
energy.
thank you.
Yeah.
We both got cool
Hammer,
magical
sorry.
weapons that we can't hit anything with.
And then we go to Eamon. It's your turn.
I'm going to Tempest Touch the
Slap it.
creature.
Fortitude
I
save.
smack it with my staff.
That is
Rafiki.
a 16. So just a success.
Just a success. Okay. You have, so as that sort of icy churning water comes up from the swamp around it, 5 foot circumstance penalty to its speed.
Okay.
And it takes, let me check here. It takes 3 bludgeoning damage and this is already halved,
Gotcha.
and 2 cold damage. And then I will. Nobody looks bloodied anymore, right? Or are there bloodied creatures? Does
I
Raiji-
don't think anyone is bloody.
No one's
It's
bloodied.
just
2 of us
Raiji
are
is
technically bleeding. Me and my
Yes.
gator
Yeah,
are bleeding.
but in
but-
neither of
health,
which I can
no.
help.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I will. This gator's not wearing any metal on it, is it?
The thing you're fighting?
It pulls out a giant
No.
scimitar.
It is not.
Doesn't have braces or anything?
No,
Nothing?
It's got a grill.
Yeah,
Got a
grill. That's amazing. But no.
You have a permanent retainer, don't you?
I wish.
No.
No, it does not have anything of that.
Okay.
Of that
Sounds
nature.
good. I will just use electric arc then.
Okay.
That's a reflex save.
That is 19.
Okay.
So half.
Okay. So I shoot electricity out of my hand. Takes 10 electricity damage.
Is that halved?
Yeah, it was max. Absolute max. Or do I add 4 or 6?
4.
Okay, so 8.
Okay. That's still really good.
8 electricity damage. And there's
but
nothing.
I have a hat, so he adds 2.
No.
Nice,
that doesn't
nice,
make any
nice.
sense.
I think that works.
10
yeah.
damage.
The electric arc's wearing a hat.
What the fuck? Yeah, he does as he says. The slush gathers, and then the lightning shoots out at it, and then Raiji. So
Bando
first,
feels the water getting cold
you take
around
2
it.
damage. Crocodile takes 1.
Yay!
For the love of God, kill this thing.
Okay, kill him.
Double slice.
Okay.
Dude.
Are you continuing to do well?
You menace.
This is crazy, dude.
Is that good?
Yeah,
Okay.
21. No, that would be a +9, but it is a 19 to hit on the first one, and it's another nat 20 on the second one.
Oh my fucking God.
That's tasty. Yeah. So same as before. Roll first damage normally, and then double the second one.
If I get another turn,
Raiji's
I'm gonna
nut
miss
is
all
finally
3
busted.
Yep. When Raiji succeeds, we all fail.
I don't know why I just turned into Darth Maul.
He's all we need to succeed. He combines his 2 swords.
Okay, first one is +5, 14 damage.
We're all just like crabs in a bucket, just pulling each other down, and then Raiji's sitting atop the bucket.
6,
It's true.
12, 7,
I mean, to be fair,
21.
the rest of us haven't gotten hit at all.
21,
It's fair. That's why.
21 plus 14, 35.
How you want to kill him?
Fuck yeah.
I think I would just just bring my hook swords up like under his jaw and just kind of like hook into his jaw.
Yeah. So you do that, and
And,
it just goes limp
just-
as you just kind of run him through its brain,
Yeah.
and it goes limp. This massive thing in the water. Loosely, not really keeping initiative, but
wouldn't it be my turn then?
no. We're
He
not really
throws
keeping
bombs at
initiative.
Raiji.
It's just like all of you can do something. However, someone is still bleeding. So
I'll give 2 elixirs to him and 2 elixirs to the crocodile.
okay,
I would
Bond-
help medicine check.
Yes. So why don't you make a medicine check to assist?
Glimpse of redemption.
The medicine check fails.
He can either give him the potion or become enfeebled.
There's a nat 20.
Nat 20.
Oh my god, dude.
Okay. Well,
Nice.
that's
Can he just take it
That was
out?
for the croc, not Raiji. I'm just kidding. It's for
Oh no.
well, yeah. Well, yeah. We'll just take that. I mean, no reason why you couldn't just get over there and do the medicine check yourself if you want to hop into the water.
That's what I was going to do.
Okay, well, yeah.
I have
Yeah, I
my
mean-
medicine kit with me. And
Yeah.
stuff.
And then he
takes
can
out
take
his
care of the
healer's kit.
crocodile.
Yeah, which he does
Because
the
it doesn't
DC
make
is lower.
him enraged.
I'm vigorously
So
wiping
you're-
all the blood
you're-
off of you. Like,
You're no longer drained.
Oh, good.
However, you are still taking the persistent damage
Oh.
because that does not get rid of it.
I take the
it
tooth
just
out and I put a cork in
allows
there.
it. So you take 1 more damage before you guys. I won't make you roll anything. Anything you guys can do can just stop the bleeding. So you just basically patch him up, get the tooth out, patch him up. You
I
just take
stuff
1
your
more
wounds.
instance of damage before he does that, which is just 1 damage. But you don't regain the health you lost from being drained. Your max health just goes back
Yes.
up.
I would
Um,
use both of my.
Well, you give him elixirs.
Okay,
So-
elixirs.
Oh, okay.
You gain 7 health.
Cool.
And the crocodile gets 7 health.
Okay.
And they both
you,
get,
you pour it in the crocodile's.
Crocodile's doing pretty
and
good.
they both
Yeah.
get a +1 to disease and poisons.
I
Hell yeah.
would still do
Okay.
a lay on hands on Raiji, so you get another 12.
And I'd like to actually try to remove the teeth of this thing.
Okay.
and just collect them.
Okay. Why don't you make a crafting your nature check for me first?
Crafting.
Oh, Ryder, you also looked really cool when you killed it because there was a strong wind about you. Your
You just
vest
cut
was
back to
billowing.
Raiji. He's
Yeah.
wearing it as a hat already.
22.
I do want to keep this.
So it looks as if not that it's impossible, but the degree of difficulty is higher because you need to be quick, and it would be you would need to do a bit of a rush job to get any out because it's definitely one of those things that like once this thing dies, the potency of its poison is going to go drop down pretty quick as it's dead. I only say that to give you the context of like I guess I didn't really need you to roll for it. To give you the context of that, like, there's not a great chance you get too much from this.
Okay.
But yeah,
How-
you want to take it? It would probably be a thievery or survival check.
Thievery.
I would lower my curse level during this time if there's 10 minutes.
Both of you would have time to
Yeah, I'd focus
refocus.
back.
As
Do we regain one focus
yeah,
spell?
your focus pool goes. Your amount of focus points goes up by 1.
23.
How is Raiji feeling?
I can treat your wounds and give you more health,
23 on
as
these
opposed
checks.
to using
Oh,
any
okay.
spells.
I was just confused.
And
with it.
during combat, I missed everything.
You would get 4 intact teeth with the stuff in it. Preserved.
Did anybody else get hit?
No,
I would like to treat his wounds now.
you can't hit
So-
what can't hit.
So as I'm over there getting the like tooth out and stuffing his
Yeah.
wounds, just use my medicine kit to check over the rest of him.
Yeah, 3d6 plus 3. Our party has made it to Bando, and thankfully with no more nighttime interruptions. They've now set themselves to ridding the area of Cruz, having slayed one and its pup already. But were they the only ones in the area? Can Bando keep his bloodlust in check? Will they make it in time to the Locomote rendezvous spot? All of this and more, next time on Dying 5.
If you enjoyed today's episode, consider leaving us a review on whatever platform you listen on. We'd love to hear your feedback. And if anyone in your life just can't get enough tabletop RPG action, send them our way. If tabletops have taught me anything, it's that good stories become great ones when you have some folks to share them with. And as always, thanks for listening.